Alright. Okay. We're gonna die, and it's gonna be hilarious when it happens. Alright. Okay. We're gonna die, and it's gonna be hilarious when it happens. Alright. Okay. Yeah, audio works. That's good to know. We're here. We're doing it. It's here. It is, well, I mean, it's been here for like years now. But I has it now. It's mine. I now have chapter 2. And we're going to be playing through that. Hell yes. I'm excited. I'm super hyped. I wonder what kind of shit this game's going to throw at me. I am so looking forward to this. It's going to be great. And I'm going to lose my sanity. And it's in a good way. Really, it's in a fucking good way. This is going to tear me apart. Just like what the first game did. I don't give a fuck. So, we're going to be doing chapter 2, which is titled as Watanagashi. I know there's going to be some confusing shit going on. I know that much. Especially considering the ending of the first chapter. But I digress. We're going to do it anyway. And it's going to be super funny. And maybe we'll lose our sanity along the way. We'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and I guess just get started. Yeah. Such a wholesome start. Watanagashi, the most possibilities. Cotton drifting chapter. How was your taste of life in Hinamizawa? A curse or a conspiracy? I believe you have fully enjoyed everything, and everyone seemed suspicious. Yeah, it was great. Thank you. Here at last, it is no surprise attack, but a real direct incident. Please enjoy it. The difficulty is lower than Onikakushi, but extremely vicious. What? What the fuck? No, you're not just gonna tell me that, are you? Are you that insane? You're really gonna do this, huh? I guess this is the world we live in. Well, okay, fuck off, kids. Fuck off. You can't bring me down. You won't. I will not quench your thirst, for you seek the truth and could not accept that. I will not quench your thirst, for the truth you desire does not exist. But I still want to quench your thirst, for I am the one who cast you into the desert. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance of actual persons, organizations is extremely coincidental. AD 1983, early summer of the 50s. Fuck you! I can't read that fast. Oh. I'll get copyrighted for this. Well, I skipped it anyway. It doesn't matter. I didn't know there was an opening. The chirping of birds served as my alarm clock. Huh? Wasn't today Sunday? Wasn't it basically my style to stay up late on Saturday and sleep through the morning on Sunday? Why was I waking up at this disgustingly wholesome hour? I don't know. Are we still playing we're still Keiichi, right? Back to sleep.
Keiichi, 起きてる？電話よ。
At that moment, the sound of my mother calling for me from downstairs finally registered. Okay, so we're still Keiichi. So I know about, like, the numerous times that you can fucking die in the world of Higurashi. I just don't get how it works. I don't know if it's like a universe reset or whatever it is, but it's interesting. So basically, we're not dead. Not like in the ending of chapter 1. Phone call? I spring up out of my bed abruptly and stampeded noisily downstairs. He's awake. I'll put him on right now. My mother informed the person on the other end of the line.
もしもし。俺、どちら様?
Oh boy. Yeah, Keiichi's still the pro tag. Hey, Shoto! Also poggers. Also, oh god, Reina. Okay. I know we're probably gonna be fine for now, but after what I experienced at the end of chapter 1, I won't lie, little uneasy hearing that shit. I'm a little uneasy hearing laughter.
おはよう、ケイチ君。
Hey, Reina. Hi.
お寝坊さんだね。だね。
レナか。こんな朝っぱらから何の用だよ。
I'm already going insane. So chapter 2 using the new OST. I did do the thing where it said new OST. I hope that did save. Let me make sure. Enable disable web sync. Dark styles, quick save, quick load. I'm pretty positive I have the new OST. Let me make. Now I'm double guessing myself. I'm pretty sure. Because now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard. Have I heard this OST? Oh no, I'm like second guessing myself. No. If this isn't the OST, then I'm going to destroy myself. There's a Steam notification in my way. Wait. What is this? I'd go into the mod menu just in case. How do I do that again? How do I do that again? Oh boy. Oh. Duh. Okay, audio. I'm assuming it would be, yeah, new BGM and sound effects, I would assume. Yeah, that all looks good. What does it mean by custom? Okay, duly noted. Go original. What does original even sound like? Oh! This all makes so much sense now. Oh, now everything sounds so familiar to me now. Okay, I'm such a dumbass. I don't know what I did. Okay, my bad. I thought the music sounded like kind of off. I was sitting back just like, this doesn't seem right. Okay, well, that... Appreciate. Me dumbass. Me brain dead.
朝っぱらってことはないと思うな。もうお昼だよ。
Streamlabs, I will destroy you, you shit program. I hate that program. Fucking garbage it is. When has Streamlabs ever been useful to me? This is a bit It is, yeah. Like, when I saw the menu show up when I first launched it, it was like asking, you want new BGM or old BGM? And I'm sitting back just like, ah, crap. Which one was I supposed to do again? I was like, shit. It was 11 o'clock. I guess you could loosely consider that the middle of the day. Yeah, technically.
で、なんか用か？
ちょっと待ってね。今、みーちゃんに変わるよ。
Oh, you will. You will, Reina, huh?
Good morning, ケイちゃん。日本語で言うなら、おはよう、ケイちゃんってとこかな。
ついでに中国語とドイツ語とロシア語でも言ってみろ。
ニーハオ、ケイちゃん。グーテンモルゲン、ケイちゃん。ロシア語ダズビダーニャ。知るわけないでしょ。
That's what I know.
まあいいや。バカな話してたら目が覚めた。
そりゃ結構なことで。でさ、ケイちゃん今日暇？
If I'm free.
ケイちゃんが大丈夫なら全員揃うんだけどな。
Everybody? Did she mean all of the club members? Yeah, you know, we have two of them that originally tried to kill us, but we'll worry about that later.
そうだよ。まあ普段の激戦を思えば休日くらいのどかになんて思ってるかもしれないけど、そりゃ甘いよケイちゃん。
Oh.
へいへい。あらゆる環境に対応して最善手を模索するのが我が部の趣旨だもんな。つまり休日だろうとお構いなしってわけだ。
Okay.
おお、ケイちゃんも我が部のことが分かってきたね。でどう？これさ。
I had absolutely nothing planned today. If I were to refuse Club President Mion's invitation, what other fun ways to pass the time would I have? I mean, I guess that is true. What else would we have to do?
別に予定なんかねえし、嫌だって言ったら不先輩扱いでどんな罰ゲームを課せられるやら。
そこまで分かってるなら断れないよね。
Okay, wow. We're in this situation now.
もし OK ならいつもの待ち合わせ場所に1時集合。街へ行くから自転車で来てね。
Club activities? In town? Well, we could do them pretty much anywhere. Besides, it was a new venue. There was no way this wasn't going to be intense.
私、おとといの赤杯かなり根に持ってるからね。今日ははっきり言って負けないよ。
Interesting. Well, a couple days ago was Friday's club activities. That whatever that word, poker match. It was a fight to the death. Nobody held back. Nobody could tell who was in the lead or who was last until all the points were tallied. In the end, I won by only one chip. Mion came in second. Damn it. To think if I hadn't squandered that one chip. Mion lamented thus, perhaps more so than the fact that she lost the match. Mion doesn't lose. That's why Mion only won when she let the champion's throne slip through her fingers. That's why she was more frustrated than anybody who everybody over a close loss. So, did she mean for today to be some form of a grudge match? I guess we're gonna find out.
上等だ。おととい同様、一気に畳んで罰ゲームさせてやるぜ。せいぜい自分がやらされても辛くない内容にしとくんだな。
そうこなくちゃ。潰しがいがないもんね。
After that, we exchanged jeers for a bit before hanging up the phone. As I headed back upstairs hastily to get the key to my bike, I bumped into my mother, who was carrying a futon.
あらケイチ、上機嫌みたいね。お出かけ？
そんなとこ。俺、みんなと街に遊びに行ってくるから。
行ってらっしゃい。車に気をつけるのよ。夕飯までには帰ってくるのよ。
へいへい、ちゃんと帰ってくるって。
After unlocking the chain from my bike in the garage, I revealed a bit in the resistance a slightly stiff pedal gave as I pushed onto it. So, how long has Keiichi had this fucking bike? This could, cause if he had this shit in fucking chapter 1, it would have been pretty damn useful, not gonna lie. Whatever, I digress. Alright, let's go. I set off on my bike, cutting through the refreshing morning air, and we're doing shit.
遅いよ遅いよ。
ああ、待たせたな。あれ、貞子とリカちゃんは？
あの二人はここで待ち合わせるより直接街で合流した方が早いよ。
Or Keiichi is just a fucking moron. You know what? True. Like, what if he had that bike in fucking chapter 1? Like, imagine. There were so many situations that could have saved him there. Hell, like, when he woke up early to go to school to try to get the bat, he could have taken the bike. It would have saved him more time. Oh, goddamn. Oh well. Oh, I see. If I remember correctly, Satoko and Rika-chan's houses were on the other side past the school.
そうそう。街で部活ってどういうことだよ。まさか、みんなで覆面をして日が暮れるまでにいくつ銀行が襲えるかっていうのじゃねえだろうな。
別にそれでもいいけど。
Oh, I'd imagine you wouldn't mind, Mion.
それでも私は負けないけどね。
みーちゃんってね、なぜか現金輸送車の順路とか時間とかをいつもレナに教えてくれるんだよ。
What the fuck? She just casually tells you this shit right now? Okay.
なんでだろうね。なんでだろうね。
Knowing, you know, I'm gonna try to keep all my knowledge from chapter 1 out. This is a new route. This is a new everything. There's nothing bad's gonna happen, you know? Everything's gonna be peachy perfect. I'm calling it here and now. That's what we're doing. Hell yeah. What? I spun around with a serious look on my face and looked at Mion. Well, it certainly seems possible that Mion was capable of doing such.
マジかよ、ミオン。
レーナ
Seems like someone didn't want us knowing that.
まだ何言ってんの
Yeah, everything will be fine. I wonder if it's going to take longer for us to get to the Higurashi stuff, or if it's going to take less time and the game's going to just be like, alright, well, let's cut the bullshit. You know what you're getting yourself into. Hi, Ken. What is up? How is ya?
みーちゃんごめんね。みーちゃんごめんね。
You see, it's so... Nope, keeping chapter 1 out of this. The two of them joked around. That bright laughter was the best match for a beautiful day like today.
おい、二人とも、サトコとリカちゃんが先に待ってるんだろ。じゃれてないで早く行こうぜ。
Around and around, fooling about like two fluttering butterflies. I earnestly wish I could keep watching them like this. But the five of us together would be absolutely more fun.
そうだね。じゃあ行こっか。
目標は10億強奪。山分けしたらみんなで高飛びだぜ。
Oh god. Kids these days. The three of us on our bikes headed over the gently sloping hill towards town. Accelerating hard, we crest the hill. The view expanded as Okinomiya Station came into sight. I occasionally come to the station here. Considering the amount of effort it takes to get through here, though, it's quite the hassle. That's why I didn't even know much about the area around the station, or even Okinoma itself for that matter. The street we were heading down every day was of course unfamiliar to me as well. Huh, perfect place for us to get chased in the future, right guys? Going through the railway crossing, we headed past the south end of the
こ
station.
っち側は来るの初めてだな。
こっちにはね、ゲームセンターとかおもちゃ屋さんとかがいろいろあるの。みーちゃんが詳しいよ。
ゲーセンもあるのか。俺、前は結構通ってたからな。ゲーマーの血がうずくぜ。
ゲーセン通いなんて、ケイちゃん不良だね。今度来た時に案内してあげるよ。結構台数を揃えたいい店があるから。
Seemed like the town of Okinomiya? I don't know how to... I'm just gonna assume I'm saying that right. Was Mion's stomping grounds. If I asked her, she could tell me a lot of things about it. Eventually, we came across a store with quite a few bikes parked in front of it. Was this the arcade? No, it was a smaller shop. Look at the window display, it seemed like your everyday toy shop. But, for almost at least 10 kids to be flying in and out of the store, they were doing almost too well for themselves.
ひょっとして、あの店で今日何かイベントでもあるのか？
その通り。優勝賞金は5万円。
Oh!
5万円？なんだよそれ。ケイチ王国の5年分の GNP に匹敵するぞ。
Two cute figures messing about in the front of the store noticed us and waved their hands. Oh, I think I know who it is.
皆様方、お待ちしてましたよ。おはようございますなのです。
Okay, we haven't seen you two do anything sadistic yet, so I feel a little safer around you for now.
おはようリカちゃん。さとこ、警察が来る前にケリをつけるぞ。目標は10億強奪だ。
ケイイチさんの話がわかりませんわ。遅くなったかな。リカちゃんたちは今来たの？今日は早く終わったのでだいぶ待ってましたですよ。
そりゃ悪いことしたわ。 こっちはケイちゃんがなかなか来なくてさ。
They're perfectly normal, I would hope to God so. Just like the entire cast. Yeah, everybody here is normal. We're all gonna hang out in town, you know, do our little club activities. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
ケイチでは仕方ありませんですよ。
What the fuck, Rika? Saying that, Rika-chan stretched up and began patting Mion's head. Hey, wait a minute. Are you really going to solve everything by making me the bad guy?
もちろんケイチさんでなくては務まらない大役でしたよ。
Oh my god.
実に嫌な大役だな。こんなので丸く収まると思ったら大間違いだぞ。
I was feeling slightly irritated, so I began to repeatedly smack Satoko on the head. Smack, 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 smack.
ケイチさんがぶった。
This seems all too familiar.
ケイチにいじめられてかわいそうですよ。さとこちゃん泣いてる。お持ち帰り。
No taking anybody home.
悪い人はレナお姉ちゃんがやっつけてあげるからね。
Only I'm allowed to claim people as my little sisters, okay? Reina, you are not taking my role in this situation. You hear? Oh, wham! Reina statically wiped the tears, which were probably fake, from Tatsuko's face, while Rika-chan gently patted mine as I lay sprawled on the ground. Yes, this is fine.
やっぱりこれが正しい丸い収め方だよな。
前歯が欠ける前に新しいオチを探した方がいいと思うけどね。
I think we should find a new punchline before you start losing teeth. Oh my god. Well then, upsy daisy. In any case, the greeting for today went well. Inside the toy shop, there were about 10 boys around the same age as me, it seemed. Apparently they all knew Mion. Finding out that she had arrived, they greeted her with jeers for a few at a time.
みーちゃんはこのおもちゃ屋さんの常連なの。だから友達もすっごく多いの。
おもちゃ屋の常連って何なんだ？
ほらケイチさん、奥をご覧なさいませ。
Following Satoko's prompting, I took a look. There were a few chairs lined up at the tables, almost for some sort of birthday party. I noticed how... Okay, call me nitpicky or whatever. The 4 chairs at the end, like, they're like that wood kind of chair, and then those 2 chairs right there are like fucking steel. What the shit? I realized it immediately.
まさかこれって部活の会場なのか？
驚いたかい、ケイちゃん。私この店のおじさんと仲良しでね。たまに客寄せイベントってことでゲーム大会を開かせてもらってるんだよ。
Expand his customer base, I see. Meaning all the boys lining up in this place were participants?
そうなの。いつもは5人だけど、今日はもっと大勢での部活なんだよ。
Reina was innocently happy about being able to play with so many people, but my expression grew notably stern.
ケイチさんの考えてること、手に取るように分かりましたよ。
Freaking low budget toy store. How about, yeah, like fucking those chairs.
ほう、じゃあ試しに行ってみようか。言うぞ。せーの。
There are a lot of enemies. Satoko's voice and mine blended together in harmony. We looked over at the participants. After all, the top prize was 50,000 yen. My eyes lit up in a flame.
ね、ケイちゃん。今日は楽しめそうでしょ？
まあな、ライバルが何人増えようが狙うものに変わりはないさ。
ライバル？はあ、ケイちゃん。クジラが水を飲むとき、今飲んだ水の中に何匹シラスが混じっていたか いちいち数えてると思う？
She said that in an unpleasant voice, laughing with an aggressive glint in her eyes, reserved solely for club activities. Damn it, Mion. She's as serious as she can get today.
本気なのは私だけじゃないよ。
What the fuck? Stop reading my mind! What the hell?
ほら、リカちゃんを見てごらんよ。
Mion pointed, looking at where her finger directed me.
なんだありゃ。
Rika-chan was using those kind of traits to soften up the group with almost excessive pleasantness.
僕も頑張るのですよ。ファイト、王なのです。ファイト、
Completely emasculated, the group joined Rika-chan in a cheer. The inside of the store had been consumed by the world of Rika-chan. Damn, she's already chomping at the bit.
今日は楽しくなりそうだね。
Oh, I missed this OST. It's been a bit since I've heard it. Alright, alright. Let's see how fucking insane this is gonna be.
頑張るよ。はう。
Hello! Seemed that Reina was also unusually fired up by the large crowd. Hopping about and running around, she had entered entirely into cute mode. In Reina's case, the real fun starts when her tension gauge fills up. Her happy-go-lucky attitude, the fact that this was the stage she was in is the most threatening. Mion was making small talk with some of the regular customers she was acquainted with. Looks like business as usual with her. Of course, if anybody thought that Mion looked ordinary, they were not qualified to be in our club. The shadow beneath her feet was exuding killer instinct. Found randomly generated. Oh, yeah, it slapped, rising up like a chill wind.
ミオンめ、恥も外聞も捨てるくらいに本気だな。
Yeah, she's damn serious.
ケイチさん知らないんですの？賞金の5万円、ミオンさんの自腹でしたよ。
What? Yo, okay. She was putting out 5,000 yen? All by herself? At that moment, a dark miasma that warped around Mion's surroundings began to just appear.
ん？何？ケイちゃん。私の顔に何かついてる？
Why? Why'd it do that? Why'd it do that? A shiver creeped down my spine. We're up at what? That Mion cornering herself like that. She was pulling out the demon lurking within her. About that. Fine with me. Damn it, my knees are shaking like crazy. Before I realized that the store had filled up with even more people. The game's teasing you, I've noticed! They normally only did that shit after we realized something was up, so they do that to try to fucking throw me off guard. I am not gonna let it stop me. This ain't gonna happen, not like that, hell to the fuck no! I ain't losing it here! However, the looks in their eyes weren't confidential, whatever that word is. They were looks of expectation and curiosity. They were the eyes of onlookers who were wondering what kind of match was going to occur and who was going to win.
最高の舞台じゃねえか。面白くなってきやがったぜ。
ケイチくん、頑張ろうね。
Okay, Reina, chill.
頑張ろうね。
Okay, chill. She is You're going a little ballistic there, but I mean, I guess that's kind of normal for you, so I don't know if that's really an issue. Reina was already fully charged. Mortal laws and common sense hold no power before the might of Reina in her cute mode. I definitely didn't want to fight her, at least if possible.
リカちゃん頑張れ僕たちを応援してるよ
Holy shit, they really are.
はい頑張りますですよ
Rika-chan, who was exhibiting way too much charm no matter how you looked at it, had already won over most of the onlookers on her to her side. Nonchalantly, avoiding things had always been Rika-chan's creed, but for her to just blatantly laying out her machination, what the fuck, like this, something was definitely strange. Yeah. Just like Reina, she was somebody who I didn't want to fight if I could help it.
もちろん一番戦いたくないのはミオンさんですけどね
何度か部活で奴と視線をくぐったが今日ほどヤバいと思う日はないぜ
ミオンさん一昨日のポーカーで負けたの相当根に持ってるみたいでしたよ
らしいなつまり今日はミオンの復讐のための特設部隊ってわけだ
Almost as though she were psychic, Mion turned towards us. Her eyes slightly convey the message, you guys just figured that out now? It wasn't just Mion, both Reina and Rika-chan were more pumped up than they had ever been. Yeah, one's gonna pop up today. Without a doubt, there will be casualties. Yeah, you got that right, Keiichi!
私とケイチさんがなんとなく置いてきぼりですわねいかがでございましょうなんでしたらスマートに初戦をお手合わせ願えませんかしら
そうしよっか俺もエンジンがかかるまで鳴らしをし
My spinal shuddered like it had been struck by a bolt of lightning, and a pillar of ice was being jammed into it, began to freeze. Now what? I could almost see the flames blacklighting Satoko with her intensity. What? Even then, while Satoko was displaying such a normal smile, it was cold and inhuman, almost as if it were a plastic mask. Game, we just started. We're barely even 30 minutes in. And you're just gonna okay, you know what? Fine, let's do it.
そんなに俺を初戦で消したいかよさっきが隠せてないぜ
あら残念ですわねケイチさんにしてはなかなか慎重でしたよ
Without a doubt, it was a trap. I don't know what she had up her sleeve, but if I fought with Satoko during the opening round, my loss would be more certain than if I went up against Mion. A pitch-black miasma paraded from the inside of the store. Did they all want to win that 50,000 yen prize so much? No, that's not right. The only ones competing for the prize money were the casual participants. I was different. I had mistaken this for just a way to fool around on a normal Sunday. It didn't matter when it was or where it was, let alone who our opponents were. In our club, the goal is always to be at the very top of the mountain. An intense flame that no strong winds could extinguish, hot enough to melt any steel, began burning inside of me. The fuse had been lit on this Anyways, we're doing this and we're gonna kick ass! We're going to fucking eliminate bitches! It was then that the owner of the store told Mion in a lackadaisical voice that it was about time to begin. Holy shit. Yo, alright, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're not gonna be held down by any bullshit. Let's go!
みんないいかな慶長慶長
Mion began with the formalities, standing in front of the owner, and explained the rules of today's tournament. You are only playing to win. There is no second or third place, and I presume really no other places. That's the same rule as our club. There were 15 people participating. We were to split up into 5 groups, and via a draw. And each group can have only one winner. Each winner in the first stage would advance to the next in order to compete in the final.
さて、各卓の競技方法なんだけど、これは各卓で好きに決めていいよ。このお店にあるゲームなら何を使っても OK。
No, no, Mion, you can't trick me. I've seen Squid Game. I've seen fucking Squid Game. Play whatever game you want. We'll let you decide. Just don't mind us as we hold a revolver up to your head. Already, in club mode Defcon 1, I didn't let a small gap in the rules go unnoticed.
ミオン、質問いいか？みんな自分の得意ゲームを主張して決まらないんじゃねえのか？
そうだね。決まらないと始められないね。
The spectator also nodded along. It was only natural. There wasn't anybody who could simply cede to their opponent's suggestion.
紳士的に決めてほしいけど、そういう時は店のマスターが決めるってのでいい？
Well, it was the event in the toy store after all. You'd expect the owner to be the referee. After that, Mion's rundown continued. It ended with a rule that any losing participants would have to buy the game that they lost at. A rather nice proposition for a store. First, we used a draw to split into 5 groups. Everybody lined up in a single file and began drawing tickets at the shop owner prepared. It was my turn. Alright, time to draw. No matter who I was up against, I'd crush him. At that moment, Mion began to laugh with a hawkish gleam in her eye.
当然わかってると思うけど、部活メンバーには一般参加者とは別に罰ゲームがつくからね。
Son of a bitch. I mean, I kind of figured. That punishment seemed too casual for this club. Kind of figured there'd be something a little more.
そんなことだろうと思ったぜ。内容はなんだ？
勝者が敗者一人一人に1個命令。
Huh? Contrary to how simple it sounded, it was a terrifying eventuality, the subject of which no one could predict. Damn you, Mion. Was she really planning on burning me around her Hinamizawa in cat ears and a bandana hemlock with a tail attached or something? The look on Mion's face told me she wasn't going to let me off that easily. On top of that, this time there wasn't just the person who finished last who we'd have to submit to the penalty.
敗者一人一人に命令。つまりビリでなくても罰ゲームってことだな。
そういうこと。
勝者がない場合は、部活メンバーが全員途中で脱落したらお流れか？
ケイちゃん、のびそは元気？
Let me guess. It's just whoever got up a higher rank?
何？
Look at Mion's eye became like that of a lion bearing its fangs.
我が部の再生映がどう間違ったらこんなひよこども相手に負けるっての？
Oh, damn! You really got high expectations. But I'm not surprised. You do have us around after all.
ケイちゃん、初戦で消えて私に恥かかさないでよ。
Even so, I didn't feel threatened. The more into it my opponent was, the stronger I would become.
見てろ。ただミオンにいじめられてたわけじゃないってことを見せてやるぜ。
会おうね。決勝で。
Oh, meet you there, bitch. Let's go. The results of the draw were enough to make you cry conspiracy. All the members of the club were nicely divided up amongst the 5 tables. How did this happen when the draws were at random? The thought that I was already caught in Mion's puppet strings made me feel a little bit uneasy. But that's fine though. I will crush all of your petty tricks. Now, where were my opponents? Everybody was headed to the table. Of corresponding to the number of their tickets. The competition at my table was these two, huh? They look a little younger than me. Huh?
あれお前ら学校のクラスメイトだよな。
あ、どうも。富田です。彼は岡村です。
Okamura greeted me by nodding his head. So my opening round would be against my juniors from school, huh? Just saying, but it seemed like a pretty easy matchup. Lucky me! Time to destroy them without mercy.
じゃあみんなそれぞれに対戦ゲームを決めて始めてちょうだい。
With Mion's declaration, the inside of the store suddenly became lively. Everyone was yelling their favorite games at each other, trying to gain an advantage before they even started. Even my two classmates, who seemed texted on my first glance, began fiercely to insist on their own games as soon as the signal was given. Of course, I would kick those suggestions aside. There was absolutely no reason to pick a game that your opponent was good at.
悪いな。どれも知らないゲームなんだ。もっと知名度の高いやつにしてくれ。
Of course, they didn't agree to the games I suggested either. I could only smirk bitterly. Naturally, after 5 minutes, this table still couldn't agree on a game. Obeying the rules, we asked the store owner to decide on a game. Clearing his throat, the shop owner brought over a board game from the back of the store. It was a game called Billionaire. Quite the vintage we have there. Come to think of it, if you lose, you have to buy this game. That damn shop owner. Was he only using this competition to get rid of all these games that he couldn't sell?
これなら俺も知ってるよ。二人も知ってるよな。ルーレットを回してゴールを目指す。最後に清算して一番お金を持ってるやつが勝ちだ。
The two nodded in agreement, and finally, the game was underway. At that time, I already had a feeling of the impending crisis. I wouldn't realize why until the game progressed a bit.
1、2、3、4出産祝いをもらう。全員から5000ドルもらう。悪いね。
Okay, I built up a bit of a lead.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8と。ボーナス。銀行から10万ドルもらう。
Huh? What? The tables were turned like that in an instant?
1、2、3出世コースに進む。
Whoa, that's a good round! What the fuck? It seemed like only my piece was landing on the steady pieces? What the fuck? I had doubts as to why Mion didn't bring out board games for club activities, but that reason was laid bare to me right before my own eyes. That's right. I only realized it now. This game was completely based on luck. What can I possibly make sure to do that I ended up in first place in the end? The ultimate outcome of this game was decided in a place beyond human hands. Oh my fucking god. Well, cool, we're fucked. How were the other club members doing? My eyes naturally wandered off to the other tables. Neon's table was... What? They weren't doing anything? They still had not decided on a game, perhaps? This naive idea existed to distract me from the most frightening possibility. Neon was lounging about, leisurely holding some juice that she had bought from the vending machine outside one hand. Our eyes met, and she gave me a look of ease. Wait, it couldn't be. She's already finished? What game even was it? That easily? It was probably too late to be concerned with that at this point. I mean, yeah, we're gonna get crushed if we don't fucking get lucky in this hellhole. Only 5 minutes since we started, and her two opponents were already beyond recourse. They were just sitting there, slumped over in disappointment, muttering to themselves, trying to figure out where they went wrong. For that, they'd find no answer. Was there any reason for their defeat other than they sat at the same table as Mion? Then what about Reina's table? The spectators were causing quite the commotion. It looked like their game was Karuta. The shop owner was apparently the one reading out the cards. Reina tended to dawdle along with and space out a lot. Wouldn't she have a hard time with this?
じゃあ読みますよ。犬も歩けばくたびれる。
Bam! Wait, what? At the same instant, the shop owner began sounding out the words. The card in question disappeared off of the face of the table. No, the face of the earth? Impossible! Where the hell did it go? And it was against Reina's cheek. She was rubbing it there. Reina, you gotta buy it. Looking at the card Reina was rubbing against the cheek, it was some animated-themed version of Karuta, with rather cute moe illustrations decorating the cards. Basically, it was a picture of a pretty dog girl with a slightly large chest, panting in half tears as she was being pulled along on a train. Oh my god, Reina! Reina! Oh my god. I mean, I'm not surprised, honestly. But Reina! Oh my god. With those type of pictures, I could even play with God. Even I could play with godlike speed. Of all the people to play that game, it had to be Reina. It was entirely possible that her fingertips were on the verge of breaking the sound barrier.
決まったね。
Mion smiled coolly. Seeing no further reason to keep watching, she turned back.
レナ、勝ってもこのカルタちゃんと買うよ。お持ち帰り。はう。
After that, the second card started being read out. Bam! Such a decisive sounds echoed. Okay, well then, how about Satoko? Oh, she was playing a rather orthodox game. Concentration. Judging from the distressed look on Satoko's face, it seemed that she was struggling somehow? One of the main characteristics of concentration is that the pace of the game speeds up as it goes on. As the number of cards to memorize decreases, it also becomes easier to match several pairs in a row. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that the first person to take over flow of the match can run away as the winner. The cards still in play have decreased. If you memorize the cards that have been turned over before, you should have a good chance to sweep the table at this point. Satoko probably knew the positions on all the remaining cards. However, her turn came a little too late. If her opponent followed up, the match would be decided.
北条、悪いけど、僕も優勝賞金を狙ってるんだ。
Oh my god. I was drinking so much I need a huge drink of water there. My apologies.
悪く思うなよ。
This guy, did he have the locations of the remaining cards memorized? He was completely certain of his victory. The tension on his face relaxed.
決まったな。
I whispered that in a bored manner as I turned my attention back to my own game. I spun the wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
そんな、確かにここはハートのエース。
There was a commotion at Satoko's table as a shout rang out. The other two at my table turned around in surprise. I didn't. After all, there really wasn't anything to be surprised about. The onlookers were confounded, most of them certain that the ace of cards should have been there. There's no way, I must be seeing things. It must have been because I was excited. So assured in his victory, the distress over his defeat ran deep. That's how it is. If his opponent wasn't Satoko, then the ace of cards certainly would have been there. What a fool. When you're up against Satoko, you can't let your guard down for even a moment until the battle is over. Hell yeah, that's Satoko for you.
あら、ケイチさんの勝負はまだつきませんの？ センスないですわね。
With a refined tone in her voice reserved only for winners, Satsuko called out to me. For a casual observer, it must have looked like she only eked out victory. From my point of view, however, she was only playing around. The roles of winner and loser have already been decided. There was nothing more than child's play. The laughable part about it was that her opponent didn't even know his role had already been assigned.
やるじゃねえか。ハートのエースなんておしゃれな罠をかけやがって。
相手を仕留める罠はほんのちょっぴり。それも1個で十分ですのよ。
Satsuko was a trapper. Her true talent was never having one misfire. Setting off only one trap was more than enough? Huh, ain't that cool? Or was it that ain't cool? Either way, don't care. I think it's cool, so we're going with that. The fact that the other club members were winning one after the other with their own brand of play had added my impatience and my own lack of progress. Alright, how's Rika-chan doing? How was our club sly little fox doing? What the heck is that? Over the corner, the mood of the table was decidedly different from the others. The game at Rika-chan's table was, you know, that battery-powered fishing game? What? Wait, what? You know, the one where the fish opened and closed their mouths as they rotated the platform and you used the magnetic fishing rod to pick them up? That old thing. I used to have one of those as a kid, actually. It seemed they planned on competing by who could catch the most fish, but it had become an atmosphere that you could hardly call competitive.
わあ、釣れましたですよ。
うまいうまい。リカちゃんうまいよ。おっとっと、また釣られちゃったよ。リカちゃんはうまいな。
I knew that Rika-chan had already charmed her opponents along with the onlookers before the match already began, but brilliantly played. That corner had become an informal meeting of the Rika Furuuru fan club.
リカちゃんの圧勝だよ。圧勝だよ。リカちゃん、お魚釣りうまいんだね。
リカちゃんが釣ってるのは多分魚じゃないと思うな。
Hearing that, she glanced over at my way briefly. This is my way of getting serious. That's what I heard.
リカにしかできない、リカだから許される大技ですわね。
Yeah, a masterful technique.
前原さんの番ですよ。
ああ、すまん。俺の番か。1、2、脱税の追徴課税。5万ドル支払う。
Well, in contrast to my game, what an unseemly situation this was. Noticing the uneasiness creeping across my face, my companions come to see how I was doing.
あれ？ケイチ君、ひょっとして苦戦かな？苦戦かな？
I am not struggling, I am succeeding!
岡村、あなた今いくらぐらい持ってますですか
Okamura, who had wrung lots of money in his elite course, began to count through a stack of white $100,000 bills.
98万兆くらいかな。
What the fuck, man?
富田はどれくらいお金持ちですか
僕は88万ドル。まだまだ逆転できる位置だね。
These two, it looked as if they could easily surpass $1 million.
で、ケイちゃんはいくら持ってんの？
Neon's tone of voice was grim from the get-go. It was her disappointment and disgust as club president.
仕方ねえだろこのゲーム。ルーレット回す以外に何も作戦がないんだぜ。イカサマがあるとしたらなんだよ。二人に目をつぶって100数えてもらって、その隙にルーレットに細工でもするのか？そんなのできるわけねえだろ。
Rika-chan gently patted my head. Still, she wasn't too happy.
無様ですわね。一度は好敵手と思ったのに幻滅でしたよ。 投げちゃダメだよ圭一くん。何か逆転があるはずだよ。頑張ろう。最後まで頑張ろう。
Like I said, how am I supposed to make a comeback when this game is relying entirely on luck? Right, Mion? Come on, even Mion's gotta admit. Mion's face, however, was almost unbelievably indifferent, like she was watching something completely unexciting. And then she turned her back without saying.
おいミオン。
It was a pathetic voice that irked even
失
myself.
望したよ。みんな本気なのに。ケイちゃんだけは本気になってくれなかったね。
本気ってなんだよ。気合でルーレットの目をコントロールしろってのかよ。そんなのできるかよ。
本気のケイちゃんならそのゲームでも開始10秒で蹴りをつけてたね。
The fuck are you saying? It's a game based on luck. I'd like to see you try this.
みーちゃん、そんなに怒ることないよ。待ってよ。
Mion, in a bad mood, cast me aside and disappeared into the depths of the show. Maybe it was because it became an awkward situation, but the spectators dispersed around my table. Damn it, are you saying I'm not serious about this? Are you saying if I were serious, I would have settled this game in 10 seconds? If I were serious, everybody was praying for my victory. They believed in me. Did I betray their expectations? Is it because I wasn't serious? Damn it!
ゲーム進めます？
The two of them were timidly trying to resume play. I didn't respond to that. The table sunk into silence.
前原君は投了でいいかな。
The owner, thinking I was forfeited, started to announce the cancellation of the game. At that moment, the demon inside me let out a loose howl and it awakened. I get it now, Mion. What it means for me to be serious. I'll show you! I clamped both my hands on their shoulders, speaking in a low voice after pulling
富田君
closer.
岡村君取引しよう。俺を勝たせろ。
The two of them, not immediately understanding what I said or the meaning behind it, were momentarily confused.
前原さん、暴力はなしですよ。ちゃんとゲームで勝敗を。
話は最後まで聞け。お前らの望みは何だ。優勝して5万円か。
そりゃそうですよ。5万なんて大金。二度とないチャンスですよ。
It's not how it works. Oh, I'm gonna make it how it works.
仮に優勝したとして、お前らその5万で何をする？どんな楽しみ方をする？
That's a good question. What are you gonna do with it? The two of them considered it briefly.
新しいゲーム買うとか、お菓子とか、ジュースとか。
小せえ小せえ。バカかお前ら。
じゃあ前原さんが勝ったらどんな楽しみ方があるって言うんですか？
俺か？そこが本題だ。今から言うことを黙って聞け。
We club members have a penalty game separate from the casual participants. If we lose, we have to obey a single command from the winner. From another point of view, the winner earns the prize being able to order from the other club members around.
まず富田君、君は里子萌えだよな。
Oh, wait, what?
否定すんな。そして岡村君、君は理科萌えだな。赤くなるな。
I drew the two of them in, red face and conscious of whatever anybody else heard just what I said, even closer.
萌え、男の推薦、男のロマン。
K!
例えるなら永遠にたどり着けないエデンの園だけど目指すんだろ。それは俺たちのハートに熱い魂が燃えよと叫ぶからだ。
That sensitive age where you couldn't say you liked a girl you liked. Understanding that gave me all more power.
俺が優勝したら富田君、里子を一日首輪付きで君の妹にしてあげよう。
red fountain spewed from both of Tomitas-kun's nostrils.
そして岡村君、君には猫耳リカちゃんに手綱をつけてお散歩させてあげよう。
何？
Blood erupted from the vein. Oh my god.
そんなそんな
ウルタイルだ。お前たちは俺に無理やり付き合わされたことにすればいいんだ。前原先輩のわがままの犠牲者なだけいやいやでいいんだよ。分かってる。お前たちの胸の内は全部分かってる。
I mean, they're kids, so like, still, the context, still, Then suddenly I lowered my tone.
俺は灰色の学校生活を送ってきた。それがどんなにつまらなく、人生の大切な時間を浪費したことになるのか、身をもって知った。だから、後輩のお前たちには、そんな時間を過ごしてほしくないんだよ。自分に素直になれ、夢を追え、そして叶えろ。俺が叶えてやる。
Damn, okay, Keiichi's laying down the bars here. At this moment, the values of men bridged generations. Did I ever have a mentor who ever spoke my mind for me so strongly? Never! There was no way there was. That's because in a man's lifetime, he'll only have 3 fateful encounters. That valuable first time was being experienced right at this moment with these two. You know, when you word it like that, okay, don't know what's going on anymore. Simply to put it, club activities. Here's shit too. Welcome to Higurashi. Yeah. I mean, actually, to be fair, it went from, oh, this is an innocent school story, to, okay, everyone's dying, to, what the hell is this story going to do, to club activities! That's essentially what it went to.
じゃあ、いいな。行くぞ。せーの。ゲーム終了！
It was such an absurd declaration of the game's ending that everybody in the store turned and looked. It had been less than 3 minutes since I was on the verge of forfeit, and all the spectators were certain of my loss.
ケイチさん、どうなりましたの？勝敗は？
俺の完全勝利だ。
なんですって？
Oh, you heard me, Satoko! Don't even think that I was gonna lose for a second.
あの状況、どうやってひっくり返しましたの？
家庭なんか必要ないよな。男と男の決着だよな。ああ、みんな！
うわー！
The two of them, stealing tears of gratitude, answered strongly from the bottom of their hearts. Exactly what kind of miracle occurred during these 3 minutes, and the spectators all looked away from my utter disadvantage. I love this visual novel. The spectator were puzzled on how I was quickly able to overcome such a hopeless situation. That guy, is he able to control the spinner wheel with his eyes or something? It's a miracle. What devilry is this? He's in cahoots with that neon, you know. There's no doubt that he had some strange trick up his sleeve. I looked at the crowd, who couldn't help but be excited. Out of the corner of my eye, now fully awakened and in battle mode, I let out a derisive laugh.
これが俺の本気ってことだよ。ミオ。
遅えっての。
Bearing out fangs with each other, we laughed together in a most unsightly fashion.
じゃあこれで部活メンバーが全員1回戦突破ですわね。ということは、今度はみんなで対決だね。対決だね。
Let's fucking do it! I am so prepped. Oh my god, I'm already in love with this chapter. We only just hit an hour, and I'm already so goddamn fucking exciting. This is just so fucking good.
僕はもう賞金で買うものを決めていますです。もちろんですわ。ね
Satoko and Reina smiled or sneered at each other? These guys. Do they really think they could win against Keiichi Maibara when he gets serious?
ミオ、失敗だったな。お前はさっき俺に助言すべきじゃなかったぜ。
ひよこが私に勝つなんて100万光年早いって。
ミオ、光年は距離の単位だぞ。
Oh, she's embarrassed.
どうするのみーちゃん。5人でどう戦うのかな。
さーて。
She's got this plan so she can win. This is a grudge match after all.
これだけ豪華な面々が揃ったんだからね。今日という日を急ぐのが惜しいよ。
みーの言ってる意味が難しいです。
まさかてめえ。
Mion's hair flowed elegantly, almost like a cape, as she turned her back to the table.
今日の勝負を部長園崎ミオンが預からせてもらうよ。
え？
勝負方法と日時は未定。ギャラリーは多い方がいいね。Hinamizawaも沖宮も全ての人間の目の前で。これ以上ないくらい徹底的な決着をつけてあげるよ。
逃げる気ですの？いくらミオさんでも卑怯ですことよ。
ひよこが
Stop calling us the classic Slendy Tubbies enemy. Come on.
生かされたことにまだ気づかんか。
The competitive aura billowing from Mion's body formed a barrier, stopping Satoko's advance.
また会いましょう。せいぜい首でも洗っとくことね。
With a shrill laugh, Mion left the store. After a moment in silence, the crowd erupted in cheers. When will they resume the contest? Mion's serious. The other members did great too. That new guy, Maibara, he's got some strange power. He turned the tables in an instant.
前原さん、絶対優勝してくださいよ。
Oh, I will. I fucking will.
おう、ミオンなんざ逆さにしてサンズの川に叩き込んでやるぜ。
The part of the crowd who had apparently overheard the covenant between Tone and myself erupted into a cheer again. Mion's going to win all anyways. She's the undefeated empress. I'm betting on Mion. No. It's going to be Reina with that ungodly speed. Satoko, the trap artist. Rika the siren. Maybe a long shot, but it'll be Maibara. However, right now, I had no ear for those cheerful voices. Settling the stage for this huge match and then running away like that, I wasn't going to forgive Mion. Outside of the store, Mion was getting on her bike as the shop owner was seeing her.
逃げるな、ミオン。部長なら逃げるな。俺と戦え。
あ、ごめんケイちゃん。私これからバイト。
Oh. Well, why didn't you just say so? That's more understandable. Go ahead, girl. Go make yourself some muns. Huh? Oh. Like you would see in a sketch comedy show, my legs slipped in opposite directions until I was doing the splits.
うん。ケイイチくんがゲームしてる間にみーちゃんに電話があったの。残念だね。
せっかく暑くなってきたのについてないよ。おじさんの店でさ、特売にお客が殺到してるらしくてさ、レジが足りないから助けてって電話があったんだよ。
おじさんってなんだ？スーパーの店長でもやってんのか？
I thought it was a clothing store, wasn't it?
ささやかなお店だけどね。でもさ、 特売やれば主婦が殺到するの常識で読めないのかね。店員足りないのに卵1パックを一人様1点限り10円なんてやるな。
Huh. I was a little surprised. You would never think that this was the club president exuding such a dark aura inside a store just a short time ago. It was the usual Mion right now. Almost. Oh my god. My shoulders slumped. That's right. Club mode was over now. But it was really heated today. It was so fun. Damn, Mion. She really knows how to fire people up.
私こそ頭がジンジン痺れるくらい燃え上がったよ。特にケイちゃん。怖かった。あの場で本当に噛み殺されるんじゃないかって思ったね。
お仕事だから仕方ないけど、本当に残念だね。この続き、本当にやりたいですわね。いつがいいでございましょう。綿流しのお祭りでやるのなんていいですよ。
The Watnagashi Festival. What a fucking splendid festival it is. I wonder what happened during the Watnagashi. Oh my fucking god, you psychotic bitch.
綿流し祭五強爆闘か。そうだね。考えておくかな。
Right now, what were Rika-chan and Mion talking about? Watnagashi Festival? Cotton drifting fire demon... What?
私、週刊漫画みたいないい加減なノリ大好きなんだ。こんな痛快な部活が近いうちにまたできるといいね。
So, are we in like another universe/timeline where we are right now, Keiichi doesn't know what the Watnagashi Festival is? I guess the chapter itself is called Watnagashi, which I found very interesting considering we were introduced to Watnagashi and all about its curses and shit in the first chapter that wasn't even titled Watnagashi. I don't know. She laughed with a smile that made you feel refreshed just looking at it. At that moment, the shop owner came out carrying a paper bag. I wonder what it is. Is he giving it to us?
今日はみんな本当にありがとう。おかげでイベントは大盛り上がりだったよ。大したものじゃないけど、これ今日のおだちんに。
What did he give us?
あ、吉郎おじさん。私にはないの？おだちん。
かわいいのが出てきましたわよ。
When Satoko and Rika-chan opened the bag, there were cute little stuffed animals inside.
わあ、これかわいい。お持ち帰りしていいの？
Reina!
本当に？
ってことは俺のもかな。なんだかやたら可愛いのが出てきたぞ。
It was a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress. Huh. One you can use to play house. Reina's eyes were glued to my stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and... Rika-chan too?
ケイちゃんには一番似合わないのが出てきちゃったね。
なんつうのか、プリティっていうか、キュートっていうか。可愛いのは認めるんだが、着せ替え人形はちょっとな。
Oh. Yeah. I'll admit, even when I was a kid and I saw those, like, dolls where you can, like, change their clothes and stuff, even that as a kid made me feel quite uncomfortable, and even to this day I think about it and go, why the fuck was this sold to kids? Like, yeah, they didn't put, like, you know, they didn't put detail onto the fucking, like, tits or the dicks or vaginas or nothing. And yes, there were guy versions of those, but, like, even then, like, that didn't raise any eyebrows? Did that raise any eyebrows back then? Whatever, I guess.
ケイちゃんが持ってたら確実に明日からあれな趣味の人扱いだね。
Oh my god. Mion didn't have to go that far. This wasn't something a guy like me should be carrying around. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. However, after briefly considering, I gave it to Reina instead.
くれるの？
Aw, this is a cute little CG.
レナに？ありがとう。
Aw.
保身のためだよ。レナにあげないと夜道が怖い。
違いない違いない。
Yeah, I still have fears of what you did, Mion.
ミオンにあげようかと思ったけど、ちょっと違うよな。
へへへへ。わかってるじゃない。私さ、どうして男に生まれなかったのかなって思う時あるよ。
女でよかったな。男だったらもうとっくに殺してる。
I would have killed you already. Well, Kei-chan, let me tell you something.
今のうちに殺しといた方がいいよ。じゃないとケイちゃん、死んで後悔することになるから。
I don't like how you say that. Mion laughed after saying such an ominous line. Everyone laughed heartily along with
来
it.
世では神様に男にしてもらえるように頼めよ。俺も男にしてもらうから。
そしたらケイちゃんと組んで軽く全国制覇から始めようかね。
Mion-chan, if you don't get going soon, the shop owner told her meekly. The lot of us looked at like we were having so much fun, so it must have been hard to put a wet blanket on things.
じゃあね。今日は最高に楽しかった。またねみんな。明日学校で。
バイト遅刻すんなよ。
Everyone waved their hands and watched as Mion left. Before I knew it, the sun was already setting, and a breeze carried a hint of chill.
もうちょっと街で遊んでいく？
Why is the music scary? Oh, no, it's just... Don't worry, Shiny. It's just the Higurashi. You see, the Higurashi, they're, very innocent creatures. Innocent, loving creatures. Anyway, disregarding everything that happened in Chapter 1, for obvious reasons.
それとも帰るかな？暗くなると道が怖いですよ。
Yeah, it does.
では、引き上げ時ですわね。今日は本当にいっぱい騒ぎましたわ。
そうだな。よっしゃ。
I feel like a hypocrite because I'm currently... I've never heard of that, actually. 'Tis it good? I would have probably assumed so, because I know that a lot of people that I know have good taste in stuffs.
帰ろうぜ。
Yeah, we need to head home before dinner anyway. The wind blew gently, as if to cool down those of us who flushed with enthusiasm. The road back to Hinamizawa was long, but I honestly didn't really mind. It's a murder mystery anime. Ah, I see. That sounds pretty fun. I said that so
そう
lightly.
そう。レナさん圧勝でございましたわね。
レナがああなっちゃ悪いけど誰にも勝ち目はないな。
だってすごい可愛いカルタだったんだもの。
Imagine if the game she was playing did not involve cute anime girls. I wonder if she would have won.
ほら、買っちゃったんだよ。はう。リカも相変わらずですわ。リカにかかれば男どもなんて赤子の手をひねるようなものですわね。
It's like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
楽勝だったのです。
どこまで計算づくでどこまでが天然なのか。リカちゃんの行く末が実に怖いな。
さとこちゃんだってすごかったね。最後は大盛り上がりだったよ。褒められるようなゲームではありませんでしたよ。ケイチも最後はとうとう牙を剥きましたです。
Barely, but what can I say?
まあな。俺は追い詰められてからが強い男なんだ。
That is true. More often than not, when Keiichi's cornered, he usually finds a way out of situations. Like, that's just Keiichi in general. He is, like, super good at getting out of being cornered. Gotta applaud him for that.
富田さんたちなんだかすっごく応援してましたけど、何ですかしらね。富田と岡村に何か約束してましたです。きっと内緒話なのですよ。内緒話。
Hey, Reina, if you promise not to try to kill me in this chapter, maybe I'll consider telling you. You guys don't want to know. Oh, right, I just remembered what we made a deal with them with, and it just now processed who was standing right in front of me. Oh, shit. So, Satoko, that chain's gonna look good on you.
なんだろうね。
Well, Reina, if you don't try to kill me in this chapter, maybe you'll get to figure it out.
男には時に戦いを通じてしか語り合えないものがあるんだよ。
Desperately laughing, I frantically tried to avoid the subject. After that, everybody continued to praise each other with how they defeated their opponents and reflected on how fun today was.
見てごらんなさいませ。夕日が綺麗でございますわよ。
Satoko, getting even more excited, pointed, waiting where her finger indicated the most immense sunset, casting even longer shadows of us on our bikes. The cries of the Higurashi were gentle and very comforting. I guess so. Okay. Title card! Title card, Higurashi when they cry. Hang on, let me move my head. I can't move it that far. You can't see the word cry. Damn it. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean. Alright, tips acquired. Who's Mion's uncle? That's a good question. Who is Mion's uncle? Well, only one way to find out. This music again. It gives me that sense of, like, uneasiness.
ごめん。今日はさ、急におじさんの店のバイトが入っちゃってさ。
なんだじゃあ今日の部活はお流れってわけか。
いや申し訳ない。
Mion put her hands together in apology and grinned.
そんなに部活がやりたかったら、おじさん抜きでやってもいいけど。部活ロッカーにゲームがいっぱい入ってるからさ。どれか適当に選んで。
The club locker was a transdimensional space from which Mion pulled games whenever we met for club activities. I wondered how many frickin' games could be stored in that locker. It was even smaller than the one with cleaning supplies in it. Besides those games, it was also a cornucopia of suspicious objects. Costumes? Maybe for the punishment games. If we lined them up on the floor and sort them, they would definitely fill the entire classroom.
やめとく。俺がいじったらロッカーの中身がドサドサって溢れてきそうな気がするよ。
そうだね。素人は手を出さない方が無難かもしれない。
Mion gave a hearty laugh, implying that the only one who could do so was the club president.
みー、先生が体育倉庫の鍵を探してますですよ。心当たりはありませんですか？
あれ？私、職員室に返せなかったっけ？
Mion said, feeling about her pocket. Judging by her expression, she must have planned on returning it, but it was still in her pocket.
ほーら、やっぱりミオンさんですのよ。私、絶対そうだと確信してたでございますわ。僕も大正解なのですよ。さとこと一緒に大正解なのです。
Well, oh goddamn K then. Giggling, Satoko and Rika-chan clapped their hands together in celebration.
やかましい。
Slap! Clap! Mion elbows Satoko and Rika-chan on their heads and then headed for the teacher's
あ、
lounge.
そうだ。二人とも聞いたか？今日はミオン、バイトがあるから部活はお休みだとさ。
そうなんですの？それはつまらないでございますわね。みー。
Oh my god. It's just Rika with the meep. She's so adorable. Where does it all go wrong when, you know, stuff goes all Higurashi on our asses, you know? It often makes me question, when are we ever safe in this goddamn universe? Well, I guess there will be barely any way to find out. The two of them made disappointed faces. Whatever anyone said, Mion's club was always #1 thing I looked forward to when going to school. It wasn't hard to agree with the melancholic expressions after hearing it wouldn't be happening today.
ミオンってバイトをやってるんだよな。あいつ一体何のバイトをしてるんだ？
Whenever Mion canceled club, it was usually because of her job. However, it didn't seem like she went there every day. She would go 2 or 3 days in a row and then not go at all for a while. It sounded like a pretty damn random part-time job.
別に決まったお店でお勤めをしてるわけではないのです。
決まってないってことは、じゃあ日雇いってことなのか？
That's what it almost seems like. Mion wearing socks in a helmet, sweating to death in a factory. I couldn't imagine such a thing.
ミオンさんはおじさんの店にお休みが出たりすると応援に駆けつける便利屋さんなんだそうですわ。
ああ、なるほどな。そういえばおじさんのとこでバイトなんて話、前にも聞いたことがあるような気がする。
お店を持ってるおじさんがいっぱいいるので、ミーは引っ張りだこなのです。
Oh, I see. Well, that does make a lot more sense, and that would also explain the shop owner of the toy store. Come here. So she has a lot of uncles who own shops. Huh, a lot of them.
あら、ケイチさんはご存知ありませんの？沖宮にはミオンさんの親戚の方がやってるお店って結構いっぱいありますのよ。
へえ、それは知らなかった。そんなにいろいろあるのか？
ええ、パン屋さんとか八百屋さんとかラーメン屋さんとか、他にもまだまだ。あの部活をやったおもちゃ屋さんもそうなんですのよ。
I was dumbfounded. That's freaking amazing.
ミオンの一族って何気に詳細があるんじゃないのか？それだけいろいろあるってのもなんだかすごいよな。
他にも金融業とか不動産業とかアパレル産業とかアミューズメント産業とかいろいろやってると言ってますです。
Who taught you such things? Okay, couple weird things came up that time, but still, I could tell that it was pretty extensive.
あいつに物を借りると妙に返却期限にうるさいのは金融業者さんの血が流れてるからか。納得納得。
ミーに100億長者ゲームを借りたことをコロリと忘れてしまったら、リアルで100億長者ゲームをプレイさせたるどと凄まれましたのです。
Oh no, Rika. Rika-chan's being sold into the entertainment industry to pay off her debts. Ah, crap, my nosebleed.
リアルに100億長者ゲームをプレイなんてなかなかに愉快そうですわね。
Ugh. Let's hope that doesn't happen to one of you guys. Jesus. Huh? She doesn't get it, does she? Huh. Recently she seems so unspoiled. Rika-chan and I gave her a pat on the head.
なぜ撫でられるんですの？さとこはいい子さんですから、なでなでなのです。
Satsuko was lost in confusion, but she seemed to understand that she was being made fun of. Oh, we get a title card for this too? Really? For the tips? Oh, I don't mind. Just, not expecting that. Alright. Oof. Alright, let's save and load. You know what? We're gonna save right here. This is where we're saving. It just feels right. I feel like I want to leave this space. I want to leave this space empty here. It just feels right to me. Alright, let's go. Moving on to the next part.
午後の授業ってさ、どうしてこう眠いんだろうね。
Now that you mention it, Mion, I hate that shit too. Mion spoke in a voice that went so far to make whoever heard it lethargic.
眠いことに医学的説明が必要かよ。話してもいいが、もっと眠くなるぞ。
堪忍して。
It was almost 3 o'clock. 6th period was almost over. By the way, Satoko and everyone else in the lower grades ended their school day after 5th period, so they were probably running around the schoolyard right now. I could hear their jill-filled voices from there right now. Oh, what I would give to be able to join them.
ほら、みーちゃんは委員長さんなんだからもっと頑張らないと。寝ちゃダメだよ。
私さ、クラス委員長じゃなくて水泳部の部長がいいんだよ。いっぱい寝れるから。
ほう？してその心は？
水泳部なだけに睡眠グーなんちゃって。
Oh my fucking... Shut the fuck... Bam! The teacher cackled as she hit the back of Mion's head with the corner of the textbook.
お後がよろしいようで。今日はこれくらいにしましょう。委員長、号令。
起立！気をつけ！
Mion, who had been half asleep, became lively again the moment she heard class was over. It must be delightful to be that shrewd. Homeroom was done after the lower grades had finished their lessons, so we were free to go. It was one of the odd rules that we had in our mixed grade school. When they knew class was over, Satoko and Rika-chan returned to the classroom.
お疲れ様なのです。さあ、楽しい部活の時間ですのよ。
よっしゃ！そうだね。今日は何をしようかね。
ねえみーちゃん、今日は昨日のイベントの続きにはならないの？そうそうですわ。あれだけ大盛り上がりして尻切れトンボでは納得がいきませんのよ。
Yeah, like what the fuck, yo?
まあまあ、気持ちはわかるけど、またの機会にしようよ。放課後の教室なんてしみったれたロケーションじゃなくて、もっと晴れの舞台でさ。
Okay.
俺はいつでもいいけどな。決勝戦は後輩たちも立ち会わせる約束になってるんだ。あらかじめ日取りを決めてほしいぜ。
わあ、ケイチくんすごい。応援してくれる人がいるんだね。レナにも応援してくれる人いないかな。
I'll be cheering you on, girl. I couldn't help but watch as Reina entered her hitting maiden mode.
手は抜けないけど、レナの優勝、俺が祈ってるぜ。
With a shot, oh my god, Keiichi Brand smile. I ruffled Reina's hair roughly.
ケイチくん、それどういう。
And she's out of it. Reina turned bright red and short-circuited, smoke billowing from both her ears. Gazing into her eyes, such a strange scene of me holding hands with Reina and skipping through the flower bed was reflected there. Ah, even if it was in someone else's imagination, it was terribly troubling.
レナ殺しのケイイチなのです。
The Reina killer! When Rika-chan said that, everyone burst out laughing at once.
でもそのレナはサトコやリカちゃんキラーなわけでしょ。
確かにレナさんには勝てないかもしれませんけど、私たちはケイイチさんには負けませんでしたよ。
なんだか面白い相関図だな。俺たちの強さってじゃんけんみたいに相性があるわけだ。でもそれミオンが抜けてるな。
当たり前でしょ。私相性なんか関係なく誰にでも負けないし。
Mion leered with a gaze befitting of a club president. No, befitting of an empress. The mood in the room became more lively. It was a good moment as any to get started. Well, what are we waiting for?
さーてぼちぼち始めようかね。
それでみーちゃん、今日は何をやるのかな
Mion let out a small interjection as she rummaged through the so-called club locker. Every time I look, there's always a ton of things crammed in there. Everything that's jammed in the locker is a game of some kind, you know? On top of that, things used for penalty games like cat ears, and collars were kept there. The capacity of that thing was unfathomable. That locker, maybe it actually extended through the wall into the fourth dimension, but that's just my theory. And if not that, then how else could you explain how someone could pull out an item after item? After Mion touched her hand on her chin briefly in thought, she turned around without pulling out any games.
今日はさ、ちょっとシンプルに言ってみようかね。大道具を使ったゲームばかりってのも大味で良くないでしょ。
どんなゲームでもみんなでやれば大盛り上がりしますです。
That's true, that is true, Rika.
そうだね、そうだね。
Reina and I both expressed our agreement. I feel the same way. With this group, there's no doubt even if we were pulling weeds from the school grounds, it would be fun.
私は楽しくないですわ。草むしりなんか。
あ、やっぱりか。
Stop reading my fucking mind!
っていうかサトコ、人の表情を見て考えを読むのはやめろ。
ケイチ君は顔に考えてることがすぐ出るからね。すぐ分かっちゃうんだよ。
I've always been told that, but ever since I transferred, it seems like it's been especially bad. I need to develop a poker face that I could be in, or I could be in a rough time.
みんな傾聴
Alright, paying attention.
ルールを説明するよ。
We all immediately cut the idle chatter and put on stern expressions. In no time at all, everybody's gaze focused like a tiger or a shark, listening intensely. That's right. From this point, the rules were where the rules are explained, the match has already begun.
今日のゲームは割とパーティーゲームでは知られてるやつなんだけど、ね、
Better not be fucking Mario Party, I swear to God.
シンパシーって言うんだけど、聞いたことある人いる？
Sympathy? Huh. It seems to share... It means to share with someone's feelings, right? Huh? Maybe I might know this?
みーちゃん、それひょっとしてお題目を決めてみんなで連想する言葉を書いて同じ答えを書いた人が多ければ多いほど得点っていうゲームかな。だったらレナ知ってるよ。
Ah, I remember. I recall playing a game like that in grade school while we were on the bus during a field trip.
知らないゲームでしたよ。説明してほしいですわね。
まずね、親がお題目を決めるんだよ。例えばデザートっていうお題目を決めたとする。さとこはデザートって言われたら真っ先に何を思いつくかな？
そうですわね。例えばプリンとか。
オッケー。だったらさとこは手元のメモにプリンって書くわけで、全員で一斉の背で答えを公開し合う。でプリンって書いた人が2人以上いれば得点。
Okay.
いればいるほど高得点だから、全員が同じ答えだったら最大5点入るわけ。
つまりみんなと同じ答えになるように考えるのがコツなのです。
That's exactly, it was exactly what Rika-chan said. The point of this game was to think in a way so that you would have the same answer as everybody else. For example, even if you had heard the word dessert and immediately thought of strawberry sundae, for example, if your answer doesn't match up with everybody else, you wouldn't get any points. And that's why you have to hold off on that answer and change the one that seems like everybody else would choose. The key becomes not of what you think to yourself, but being able to predict what everybody else will answer. It's a very high-level intellectual game.
みー、さとこのために一回だけ練習をしてみましょうです。
オッケー。親は部長である私でいいよね。
Okay, I mean, might as well.
お題目を何か適当に。
Taking out her literature book, she began flipping through a random page.
じゃあ一回だけ練習せんね。最初のお題目はかき氷。
Shaved ice?
かき氷って言ったら決まってるよね。
Among the standard flavors of shaved ice, there's strawberry, melon, and blue Hawaii. The most popular among these is obviously melon.
みんな書いた？じゃあ一斉に公開するよ。一斉のせ。
いちごん時。
Eh? What? I'm the only one with melon?
お前ら、イチゴなんてスタンダードなつまんねえの選ぶだよな。おいレナ、かき氷でイチゴなんか頼むかよ。夏祭りで一番早く売り切れるのはメロンって決まってるんだぜ。
レナもメロン味は好きだよ。でもやっぱりイチゴ味だよね。よね。
I mean, strawberry flavored stuff, that's usually my go-to anyway, so, no blame there, Reina.
ケイちゃん、確かに私も選ぶならメロンにするよ。だけどね、これは連想ゲームだよ。かき氷って言ったらまず人はイチゴでしょ。
I'm still not entirely convinced, but in any case, it's this type of game.
リカのは何て書いてありますの？それ、かき氷ですの？宇治金時です。
What the fuck?
たまらない美味しさなのですよ。
Well, it might be delicious, sure, but not exactly run of the mill. Still, it's a pretty refined choice.
さとこ、これで大体わかったかな？イチゴって書いた人は仲間が3人いるから3点獲得。この調子で点を競っていくわけ。
わかりましたわ。それよりミオンさん、今日の罰ゲームは何にしますですの？
Oh, right.
やっぱりあるんだね。
I mean, Reina, don't we always have a penalty game at the end of every club activity? This should be just the norm. We should be used to this.
何かな？何かな？
何にしようかね。ケイちゃん、何か提案ある？
え、罰ゲーム？そうだな。小学校の頃、罰ゲームってのがあったら、やっぱりあれだよな。そう、荷物持ちだ。
Huh?
つまり負けた人が全員の荷物を持たされて運ぶってやつでしょ。男子がよくやってるね。全身ランドセルだらけにして歩いてる小学生よく見るし。
でもどうするの？さとこちゃんとリカちゃんのお家は私たちとは逆方向だよ。
じゃあ1位の荷物をビリが家まで運んであげるでいいんじゃない？全員の荷物の宅配だと結構いい距離になっちゃうしね。
That sounds more fair and less a strain of everyone's fucking back, so.
それくらいならいいかもね。なんだか今日の罰ゲームは簡単ですわね。 この程度の罰ゲームでは圭一さんにやらせても面白くありませんわ。
じゃあもうちょっとレベルアップしようかね。ただ荷物運びをするだけじゃなく、じゃーん、これを着て荷物運びをしてもらうというのはどうかな。
Eh?
なな
What? What did she bring out?
なぜにメイド服
かわいいけど、そんなの嫌。でも圭一さんが負けた場合はどうしますの？圭一さんに着れるサイズがなければ。
そこは抜かりないよ。ケイちゃん用にちゃんと XL サイズも用意してあるもん
Jesus
ね。
Christ.
さあケイちゃん、覚悟はいい？メイドコスさせて外を練り歩かせてあげるよ。カチューシャからそりゃもう何から何まで全部揃ってるんだからね。
You're evil! You're evil! Oh my god. I can't believe such a demon like you would think this.
絶対変だ。なんでそんなものがサイズごとに全部ロッカーに入ってるんだよ。
This is bad, Keiichi. Somehow, it became a situation where only my failure results are an overly cruel price to play. What if I make a mistake and then lose? I wouldn't be able to walk around in broad daylight anymore. Oh, ma'am, about that Mybara boy. Did you hear about him? It seems like he was for cross-dressing. Oh my, really? That'd be so embarrassing, you know? Oh.
それは辛すぎる。
That's just incredibly brutal! If we were to return this penalty into some semblance or now is the only time! Everybody, I think we should refrain from this whole unwholesome penalty game. Why on the way back home from school? Do we have to be accompanied by a girl wearing a maid uniform and carrying our baggage? Having them say master while dragging them around the village in such an embarrassing outfit. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Wait, why am I panting? Oh my fucking... That's hilarious. That's so fucking hilarious. Oh, okay. What is this? This feeling welling up inside of me. Oh, right. I forgot that Streamlabs is a very shitty bot and it doesn't work anymore. Or whatever bot I had set for that command. I don't even know if the command works anymore. I'm assuming not. Because, it's kind of a dead bot. But then again, Streamlabs is just... Okay, I only use the program just to avoid getting unlimited drop frames because, original OBS shit program. That's all I will say about it. That is all I will indeed say about it.
ねえ、やっぱり普通の荷物持ちにしようよ。
See, even Reina agrees.
ほら、圭一くんも固まっちゃってるし。
Burning with passion, I firmly place my hands on Reina's shoulders.
レナ、罰ゲームが何かが問題じゃない。勝てばいいのさ。そうだろ、みんな。
I turned to everybody with an idiotic grin. My pearly whites flashing with a brilliant gleam.
お、ケイちゃん、分かってきたね。
That's terrifying.
どんな罰ゲームでも恐れない。勝てばいいんだから。だよな、みんな。えい、えい。
Oh boy. Well, I guess there's no backing down now. From Mion to Rika, everybody energetically thrust their fists up high. Only Reina seems somewhat undecided, standing there looking flustered. She's a little bit slow, isn't she? If she wins, even for Reina, it's quite a Did I just have a stroke? What just happened? What the fuck? Where am I? Delectable. Okay. Why did I fucking have a stroke on that? Such a It's quite a delectable.
おいおいレナ、これかなりのビッグチャンスだぜ。メイド服のリカちゃんはサトコをお持ち帰りできる史上最強のチャンスなんだぞ。
Reina began spouting a fountain of blood from her nose. The look in her eyes completely changed. She shifted into cute mode. I was waiting for this, Reina. That look in her eyes.
お持ち帰り
Okay, calm down.
別にケイイチくんでもみーちゃんでもいいんだよ。
よーし、全員覚悟は決まったね。じゃあメモの用意。第1問いくよ。
Mion opened her textbook to a random page and read out the word that caught her eye.
まず最初のお題目は夏休み。
Summer break. Interesting. This is yet another quite abstract keyword. Well then, let's not worry about it too much and start with something like this.
いい？いくよ。いっせーのせ。
On Mion's signal, everybody simultaneously held up what they wrote. Let's see. What did everybody write?
蚊取り線香
Okay, two said summer festivals, fireworks, and mosquito coils?
お、レナと私が同じ答えだね。よっしゃ、2点獲得。
でもさとこちゃんの花火ってのもいいよね。リカちゃんの蚊取り線香ってのも季語みたいでとってもいいと思うよ。どの答えも実に涼やかなのです。
夏休みまでもうすぐだね。今年の夏はどうやって過ごすかな。
With murder, death, and slaughtering and torture and everything that is deemadly possible. Getting words that invoke the image of summer break. Certainly things that enrich the soil. As everybody approaches the soon-to-come summer break, a plethora of dreams should be etched upon our thoughts.
ところでケイイチさんの答えは何ですの？早く見せなさいでございますわ。
俺のは大した答えじゃ。
ダメダメ、見せるのがルールなんだから。ほらほら。
やめろよ。見るな。
What? Why? What? Keiichi, what kind of summer breaks did you have? The room went silent. Nobody could really follow up that response. As if my answer had somehow sullied the wonderful dreams of the coming summer break.
ケイイチくんの夏休みって楽しくなかったんだね。大丈夫ですよ。今年の夏はみんなで過ごしましょうです。ケイイチを一人ぼっちにはしませんですよ。
Rika-chan gently patted my head. What exactly did summer break mean to me? Summer courses, observing sunflowers, practice exams, special summer focus seminars. I know nothing of hot summers, because I've always been in air-conditioned cram school. The tears, they...
ケイちゃんの夏休み、灰色だったんだね。
うわー、そんな哀れみの目で俺を見るんじゃねえ。
This game called Sympathy may have been more terrifying than I could ever imagine.
まあとにかく私とレナは2点獲得ね。続けていくよ。次は魚。
Fish, huh? Okay, well, that's at least a more simple topic. Okay, so it's fish. Come to think of it, I haven't eaten sushi in a while. By the way, rather than lean tuna, I'm quite the connoisseur of other things like flounder. I wonder if we'll all match with this answer. Because for a Japanese person, anyone would think of this.
じゃあいいかみんな、今度は俺から公開するぜ。いっせーのせい。
How about that for an answer? When you see a lively fish, don't you want to steam it and grill it? No, to have fresh sashimi is wait what? Rather than right sashimi, I'll choose the right term of sushi and eat. That is my cunning ploy. But contrary to the intrepid resolve of my reply, everyone's expression was listless.
そうだよね。お魚って、お寿司は美味しいもんね。
うわー、そんな道場っぽく言うなー。
What is happening right now? Okay, I'm starting to think this whole sympathy game is going way too interesting, to say the least. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I don't even know.
じゃあ残る全員も公開するよ。いっせーの。イルカ。
クジラ。水族館。水族館。
Is a dolphin even a fish? Is a whale even a fish? I'm questioning things.
リカと同じ答えですわね。2点獲得ですわ。
レナはクジラか。私も考えたんだけどね。イルカにしちゃった。
ああ、そうだったの？レナは最初イルカって書いたんだけど、誰も書かないかなって思って。どちらもとっても可愛いのですよ。
Everybody, excluding me, stopped to stare blankly at their thoughts drifted over the horizon. It seems like they can hear the roar of the open sea from over there.
これで全員2点獲得ですわね。ケイチさん以外。ケイチくんの答え0点だけど、レナはとっても独創的で面白いと思うな。
It's gonna be interesting once I get in a maid costume.
魚と聞いて真っ先に食用に走るとは。ケイちゃん、心の貧しさを恥じた方がいいよ。うん。
うわー、心が貧しいとか言うなー。だいたいミオンとレナの答えはなんだよ。魚類じゃないぞそれ。哺乳類だし。
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not even fish, right? Like, what the fuck?
全会一致で却下。次の問題いくよ。
You bitch. What a horrid game this is today. As the games pile on, it seems like as if I was thoroughly exposed as a petty human being. I'm the only one who hasn't earned any points. I want to at least get a point in this next round.
さて次のお題目は桜。
Sakura. Damn it! This time I'll do it. Keep your cool, Keiichi, my bear. Don't think of what you would normally think. Everyone here is a girl. Stop thinking like a man. If you write down Sakura and Mochi, you'll only be repeating the tragedies of the past. Throw away that smell. Yeah, anyway. For now, think of yourself as a girl. That's what I do every day, so this should be easy. You're a girl. You're a girl. I'm a girl.
みんな書けたかな？いくよ。
圭一さん、今度くらい得点できないとやばいではございませんの？
This time, it's perfect. I completely suppressed my own instincts. This time, I will have a match. No, I will make it match.
圭一くん、今度は自信たっぷりだね。レナね、今度は圭一くんと会うようにね、男の子の身になって考えたんだよ。桜餅。
I'm going to die.
僕も大好きなのです。炊きましたですよ。
うわー、今頃になって食い気を出すんじゃねえ。
では圭一さんは私と同じではございませんこと？お花見ですのよ。
そうだよね。桜って言ったらお花見しかないでしょ。私も書いたよ。
So, Mion and Sachiko's response was Hanami? Seriously?
お花見なんて酒盛りして地帯を晒す親父イベントの定番だろうが。なんで今頃になってあっさり女の子な答えを放棄するんだよ。
じゃあ何、ケイちゃん。あんたどんな女の子の答えを書いたわけよ。
なんでもないよ。次行こう、次。あ、
Before I knew it, Rika-chan had circled behind me, instantly reading the memo that I had hidden behind my back.
口紅って書いてありますです。
It became dead quiet. The abrupt silence enveloped the room. It would be fine if someone at least laughed at me or played it off as something dumb, but nobody even flinched. The feeling in the pit of my stomach reached critical mass, causing my once blood-drained face to flush with a sudden wave of heat.
Sa!
You've seen it, haven't you? Well, you've definitely seen it. I have seen it!
いや、そんな力説しなくてもよく知ってるよ。
Well, why is some of the dialogue not being read? What the fuck?
うん、知ってる知ってる。
Yep, it's cute, isn't it? Reina sometimes browses through its magazines and stand up to keep it in the story. Sakura is cool and so cheerful all the time. Like the girl was always, okay, can we get back to you guys talking? It felt like I had inadvertently blurted something unnecessary and had completely self-destructed, but that obviously wasn't the main problem. Then why didn't you write it down? I mean, Sakura came... Oh, Sakura-tan. Cardmaster... Okay. Mion quietly put her hand on my shoulder.
ケイちゃん、今確信したわ。ケイちゃんは骨の髄まで強制不能なくらい。
There we go. Now we're getting our voices back. I was wondering what the fuck that was all about.
なんでみんなそんな同情的な目で見るんだ。
そんなことないよ、圭一くん。さあ、頑張ろう。ここから大逆転だよ。親父な圭一さんに逆転などありえませんわ。おとなしく今日の罰ゲームをおくらいなさいませ。
What was today's game penalty again?
メイドさん衣装、カチューシャ、ニーソックス付きで1位の人の荷物を運ぶのですよ。
我が部の部員ならこの絶対不利を覆してごらん。さあさあ続けていくよ。
ケイチくんが嬉しそうだよ。なんでだろう。
きっと女装の喜びに目覚めちゃったんだよ。
あ、ケイチくん、カチューシャ落ちそうだよ。直してあげるね。
Raina cheerfully adjusted the hairband so it would be enshrined on
ど
above
う
her
よケ
head.
イちゃん。本物の女の子の前で女の子の格好をする快感に目覚めたりとかした？正直に言ってごらん。大丈夫。笑ったりしないから。
うわーてめえぶっ殺す
Swinging Mion's bag about wildly, I chased her in circles for a bit. Today's loser was quickly decided to be me. When I had been assured of finishing last, Mion showed her true power. She began racking up points with an iron fist. In the end, we didn't even have to add up the score to know who was on top. After that, in the changing room, with much wailing and gnashing of teeth, pushing the boundaries of shame and brutality, I was instructed by Mion on how to put everything on from ribbons to underwear. Damn you, Mion. What do you mean knowing this all will come in handy What do you mean knowing this will come in handy one day?
男がエプロンドレスの着方を習って人生のどこで役に立つってんだよ
ケイちゃん声大きい。黙ってりゃ演劇のお稽古くらいでごまかせるんだから。
そうだよ。
I mean, if we're fucking lucky.
大騒ぎしたら、個性的な趣味の人だって勘ぐられちゃうよ。
I shuddered from head to toe, resisting the urge to make an attempt to scream.
でもケイちゃんってさ、お肌のキメ細かいよね。お化粧のノリがいいってよく言われない？
Saying that, Mion gently rubbed my cheek. What kind of man gets praise from being easy to apply makeup onto them? Consider yourself lucky, bitch.
メイドさんのカチューシャをつけた感想はどう？これぞまさに画量転生。カチューシャこそがメイド衣装の真骨頂だもんね。
何が画量転生だバカこらいじるな
ケイチくん照れてる。かいい。
そうそう。男の人ってフリフリとかって好きなんだよね。どうよ。それを自分で身につけてみた感想は。
Jesus fucking Christ.
感想なんて別にバカやめろめくるな
キュッとするでしょ。歩くたびに足元スースーするのちゃんと感じてる。
Oh my god. Stop! Don't whisper such strange things into my fucking ear. How? My miserable manhood suddenly shifted. Good.
赤くなってる。やっと気づいたかな？そう。今ケイちゃんは成人男子垂涎のメイドさんそのものなんだよ。
What the fuck? Stop it, Mion! Really? Why do you have to whisper that right in my ear?
メイドさんをギューって抱きしめたいって思ったことない？ケイちゃんは今ね、そのメイドさんと一体化してるの。わかる？それはね、肌を重ねるよりもずっと近い距離。ほら、息吹や鼓動が こえてこない？
You're insane.
みーちゃん、それって。
On the verge of overheating, a long red line flowed from Reina's nose.
ちゃんとお化粧して、ケイちゃん好みのストレートロングのカツラかぶせて、ケイちゃんの理想をそのままの美少女にコーディネートしてあげるよ。
I'm gonna try to find friends that do this to me.
そしたらさ、私と一緒に街を歩こうよ。きっと男たちの視線を独り占め。それはきっとても気持ちのいいことだよ。これである一部分を除けば本物の女の子なのにな。
Go fuck yourself. That's the best part. Saying that should try to flip up my skirt. This is definitely not the time. I can't let them see me in this veil. Such a problem. Crash thud. Before I realized it, Reina was caressing my head and rubbing me on her cheek.
もじもじしてるケイチくん、すごく可愛かったよ。
Okay.
お持ち帰り。
Peering through Reina's vice-like embrace, I saw Mion laying spread eagle on her back. Ah, I see. This must be what Satsuko and Rika-chan feel when they become Reina's prey. After that, it took quite some time to calm Reina down from her frenzy.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。今日は最高に楽しかったわ。
覚えてろ、ミヨン。今日の屈辱はきっと10倍にして返す。絶対に俺が圧勝してこれ以上にすごい服着せてお持ち帰りしてやる。
We'll see that happen, Keiichi. We'll see.
おじさんに勝てたらね。
If we can beat her, we'll see.
その機会を楽しみにしてるわ。
Mion tossed me my clothes, having as good as a mood as I have ever seen her left. Okay.
ミヨンから解放された今、俺は1分1秒でも早く家に逃げ帰る必要がある。
そうだね。レナはみーちゃんみたいに上手じゃないから、誰かとすれ違ってもフォローしてあげられないからね。
God damn it. Soon after that, I went into a full-out dash. I'm pretty sure I was running the 100 meter in about 6 seconds there.
じゃあね、ケイチくん。また明日ね。
おう、また明日な。
The fact that I didn't bump into anybody I knew was probably divine favor for my constant good behavior. It's been going my way today. At that moment, front door opened as if somebody was waiting for me.
おお、ケイイチ、帰ったか。お父さんはこれから散歩。
I was dumbstruck by how slow my father was to react. A normal person would have realized the peculiar scene before them around. Oh.
父さん、これはほら、いつも話してる部活の罰ゲームなんだよ。今日はたまたま俺が負けちゃって。
My dad placed his hand on my shoulder in an oddly moist and uncomfortably warm. Okay.
ケイイチ、父さんとアトリエでちょっとお話ししような。
は？
もちろん母さんには内緒でだ。
やだよ、お父さん、話してよ。俺今から見たいテレビが。
Mion, you shall rue this day! His artistic flame raging like a wildfire, my dad dragged me along and disappeared into the depths of the studio. And saved us from this hell. Nope, he's going to use us as art. Because he's an artist, you know? He does art stuff, so that's just kind of normal, you know?
ケイチいる？あら、お風呂だったのね。それ化粧水よ。
いや、 それより何？
ごめんね。母さんちょっと頭が痛くて、お夕飯作れそうにないの。
Oh, well, no problem. I'll rest, you know?
だから申し訳ないんだけど、お父さんと一緒に表に食べに行ってくれる？
My mom is a go-get-em superwoman at work, but it occasionally takes a toll on her health. So this kind of situation is hardly rare.
それはいいけど、母さんは晩飯はどうするの？
母さん一人なら適当になんとかするから。いってらっしゃい。
ケイチ、車で行くから早くしなさい。
Take the car, so hurry up. Okay. Dad quickly got the car ready. He must be hungry. He really only moves so energetically when it's time to eat. You know, I find it funny how we got sprites of those two kids that we were playing with at the toy store, but we don't get sprites of Mom and Dad. Even the teacher has a fucking sprite, and we rarely see her, let alone hear from her.
お待たせ。
Huh, the inside of this car looks a little familiar. It almost looks like Oishisan.
で、どこに食べに行くの？
お父さんな、この間いいお店見つけたんだよ。そこ行こうか。
My dad usually only complains about things, so for him to actually praise something is unexpected. Wonder what kind of place it is to think that he'd rank it 3 stars. As someone who seeks a way in the Gormon, I, Keiichi Maibara, am genuinely intrigued. The headlights of the car cut through the early darkness of the Hinamizawa night, carving a path towards town. I was pondering where such a gem of a restaurant could be hidden away. It was shockingly the family restaurant by the station.
父さんの言ういい店ってここ？
The words Angel Mort were written in the family restaurant's cartoonish logo. Angel Mort, isn't this where we went when we talked to Oishi about some shit in chapter 1? If I recall correctly, that is. It had the air of girl-orientated all-you-can-eat cake buffet rather than a proper restaurant.
ケイチは入ったことないだろう。
Come to think of it, I haven't. There have been times where I've traveled to faraway towns to eat, but returning only as far as the Okinomiya station, there was really no reason to dine out. Home was just a stone's throw away after all. I see. That was the reason I never noticed it before. We stopped the car in the restaurant's parking lot. It seems like business is booming. There's quite a few cars packed here, but what really amazes me are the license plates. There's a lot of them that aren't even from this area. Fukuyama, Nagoya, well that's fine. Chiba? Saitama? Opening up my mental geography book, I calculated how long it would have been to take them to get there via major highways.
ケイチもどうやらこの店の凄みに気づいたようだな。
どういうこと？この店に来るためにこんなに遠方から人が来るってこと？
Following my dad, I climbed up the steps to enter the building. Yep, it is the same place. Angel Mort is written right there. I remember that like it was yesterday. The bell attached to the door chattered as we entered. The waitress soon greeted us. After confirming our party size and whether we wanted for a smoking or non-smoking seat, she guided us inside. Dad ordered 2 of the daily specials. It seemed that they were ready-made, so there wasn't much of a wait at all until our meals were brought to us. Huh. Taste was, no offense to Dad, not so different from your run-of-the-mill family restaurant.
味だけで言えば普通のファミレスに見える。
味なんかはどうでもいいんだ、ケイチ。なあ、いいだろう。
I see. It just may be that the food here might not be anything more than average. The demographic of the customers was pretty much all young men. It may call itself a family restaurant, but there wasn't a single table with a family. And yet it was so packed. The parking lot was filled with cars from all corners of the country. If they didn't come from far and wide to eat this completely mediocre food, then there was only one other reason. Dad flagged down a nearby waitress.
すみません。セットのデザートがまだ来ないんですけど。
申し訳ございません。
は？は？へ？
日替わり A セットのデザートです。さっきからずーっと待ってるんですけどね。
すみません。すぐにお持ちしますので。
The apparently rookie waitress rushed off flustered.
父さん、ひょっとしてこの店って。
いいだろう。
Dad, you're married. You insane fuck.
ここのウェイトレスさんの制服。
Bam!
何をするんだケイチ。父さんにも殴られたことないのに。
俺は息子だ。
いいかケイチ。父さんは決して不埒なつもりで来ているんじゃないんだぞ。あのグッドでキュートでエキセントリックな衣装から受けるインプレッションを、芸術的インスピレーションをお前に感じさせてやりたかったんだよ。お前だってこういう刺激を求めていたはずだ。そうだろう。でも一人じゃ恥ずかしい。分かってる。だから父さんが無理やり連れてきたんだ。父さんのせいにしていいんだ。父さんが泥をかぶったとしても圭一にはこの気持ちを分かって欲しかったんだ。
What the fuck, Dad? You know, I get worried about a lot of things in the world, okay? I'll go out and say it. I worry about a lot of things in this world. And that's where my sentence ends.
ああ、トイレ行ってくる。
My father has always had a bad habit of trying to hide his embarrassment viewing incomprehensible nonsense such as smokescreen. I want to believe that this weirdness won't be genetic. Continuing his one-sided rambling, my father stood up and headed towards the washroom. With him gone, I was left alone at the booth. Finally, at this time, a feeling of embarrassment welled up inside me. I had nothing to do but go beat red with shame. The waitress from before had returned, her eyes alternating between the order slip and the table. You must be Mion's sister. Arriving at my seat, she hesitantly tried to say something. A more veteran waitress offered some advice over from her shoulder. Just calm down and say sorry for the wait.
大変お待たせして申し訳ありませんでした。
Right, just like that. Do your best, whispering that into her ear, the veteran waitress left. This waitress must have just been hired. With an absolute lack of confidence, she moved hesitantly and maybe even somewhat perilously, just watching her put me on edge. I suddenly watched as she placed the dessert on the table in an unexperienced hand, but it's just as Dad said. What incredible uniforms these are. They're just like a bunny girl plus maid. Bunny girl plus maid outfit. And a frilly outfit? Those three things combined together. Is that even legal? What kind of pure, amazing combination is this? Never mind, Dad. I salute you for taking me here. In any case, she has in no way appeared to be a proper waitress. What should I do? I was catching glimpses of too many things. That is, I didn't even know where I should look. Wearing something like that, walking around a restaurant, it has to be bad. Even though she was wearing the outfit, this particular waitress had no idea what to do either. Doesn't matter. Bunny girl plus maid plus frilly outfits? You cannot let that slide. I'm not letting that shit slide. I will be the one to only see such things. Ah, fuck. I'm dying. I'm like, I'm dying. This flustered state, without a doubt, should be attributed to the amount of bare skin that is rather shown being new to the job. Jesus Christ. Both the waitress and I mutually avoided eye contact. What a platonically embarrassing feeling this is. I'm a customer, you know? It's alright to be more straightforward. Oh, my nose is starting to bleed. At the moment, our eyes just happened to meet. Both of us blinked, doubting who we were looking at. What? This is...
ミオンだよな。
No. On top of her hair being let down, she was far more removed from her usual confident-filled attitude. I didn't realize it was her at all. It was Mion. No, it wasn't. Why is she
お
here?
前、なんでこんなとこで働いてるんだよ。
おじさんのお店の手伝い。
No, there's no way this is Mion. No, bullfuck goddamn shit. Come to think of it, I did hear about her talk about how her relatives have stores in town, and that she sometimes works part-time to help them.
おー、それはご苦労さんなことで。
The nervous feeling I had dissipated in an instant. Knowing that this was all Mion, there was no reason to feel that way. Well, actually, my animal instinct tells me that the power balance between Mion and myself have turned upside down. That's right, I'm a customer! My position is superior to hers! The humiliation from today's penalty game was cutting through the recesses of my mind. There really is a god! I fucking can't with you, Keiichi. I fucking can't with you sometimes. Sometimes I gotta wonder what goes through that fucking brain of yours. Oh god, what the hell? I hate this. I need to stop yawning before I want to kill somebody. It'll be funny though. For him to grant me this opportunity for revenge, noticing the flames of vengeance burning into my eyes, Mion took a step
し
back.
かし、こうして見ると、結構そういう服も似合ってるじゃねえの。
恥ずかしいんだからあんまり見ないでよ。
You can even tell with the tone of her voice, this ain't Mion. I confirmed my preemptive strike was a clean hit. There's no mistaking that Mion is certainly defenseless. While confirming my attack was successful, I simultaneously lined up the combo.
ミオンって結構胸があるから、今にも見えちゃいそうだよな。
This ain't Mion!
お客さんみんな見てるぞ、きっと。
そんなこと言わ
No,
ない
if
で
it
よ。
was Mion, it would have been confirmed. Look, they're still labeled as waitress. This isn't Mion.
恥ずかしがったふりしてもダメだからな。ミオンはそういう恥ずかしい衣装で男の目を引いて楽しんでんだろ。じゃなきゃそんな格好できないもんな。
Keiichi, K, calm down.
私だって好
KJ,
きでこんな
K-chan!
してるわけじゃ。
Is this alright, Keiichi Mavera? Aren't you taking this a bit too far? Even if it is payback for humiliation during the day, isn't this a bit too much? Hey, shut up, Logic! To pay Mion back tenfold is the chance that you hardly ever get.
こんな恥ずかしい格好してお母さんは悲しんでるぞ。
I hate you, Keiichi. 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 I hate you, Keiichi.
その見えそうで見えないのが最高だよな。もっとチコを寄れ。
堪忍して。
お客様への奉仕の心がまだまだでおじゃるぞよ。
Keiichi, you're even weirding me out, and I'm not even there. Oh my fucking. Okay. My fears have been realized. My fears have just been entirely fucking realized.
どうかお許しを。
あうお持ち帰り。
And now we're turning into Reina.
それは
entering the version of Reina's cute mode, blood spewing from my nose like a waterfall until I was going until I had no regrets. I was completely from he made revenge for it.
これくらいで今日は許してやろう。はう。
It seems that Mion's neural circuits have completely shortened from embarrassment. I might have teased her a little too much, or so I thought. But such a meek Mion is something you hardly ever see, so it was a good show. Leaving aside what exactly was
し
good.
かし知らなかったな。天下御免のミオンがウェイトレスは苦手なんてな。
違う。
でも意外な一面だよな。昼間のミオンに見せてやりたいよ。っていうかレナたちにも見せてやりたいな。レナなんかきっと狂乱して喜ぶぞ。あいつこの店で働きたいとか言い出すんじゃないかな。
違うんです。
俺もミオンにこんな可愛い服装が似合うなんて夢にも思わなかったぜ。
だから違うんです。
While turning bright red, Mion finally spits out the words that were lodged in her
違
throat.
うって何がだよ。
私ミオンじゃないんです。
Knew it! I mean, if it really was Mion, do you think the name would have stayed as waitress for this long? What? I was taken aback at Mion's confusing words.
ミオンじゃないって。じゃあお前は誰だよ。園崎ミオンだろ。
ごめんなさい。言いそびれちゃってたんですけど。私、園崎シオンなんです。
Shion Sozanaki.
姉がミオンなんですよ。
My eyes unconsciously widened with surprise from this breathlessly crazy talk. Mion probably thinking that there was no way out of such a far-fetched excuse should work turn bright red while fidgeting nervously.
シオン？園崎。
はい。よくお姉に間違われるんです。
でも俺に会った時初対面とは思えない反応を示したよな。
それはいつもお姉が話してる人だから知ってたわけで。
Oh shit, is that so? A little bit of a cringe-worthy excuse, that is. But when I looked at Mion's eyes, which begged me to believe her, the urge to tease completely subsided. To us, Mion, to have been a leader who normally overflowing in confidence, is a guiding force. If I were to lash out at that Mion, I would have ruined something I shouldn't have. That was something I would never have wished for. So I understand. This foolishness here is something very differently from the everyday Mion. That's why she's actually just Shion.
そっか。だったら悪かったな。
いえ、分かってくれればいいんです。お姉も敵の多い人ですから。
Huh. Well, now she's self-aware of the fact now she is. Keiichi is another idiot. I mean, he apparently had a bike this whole fucking time. We didn't know. As I unintentionally laughed a lot, Shion laughed with.
シオンはこういう仕事初めてなのか？慣れてなさそうだったからさ。
実は今日がケイちゃんが初めてのお客さんなの。
A little flustered after saying that, she quickly asked if it was okay for her to refer to me the same way as her sister did. Seeing that blatant quirk was so cute, I couldn't stop laughing.
おじさんの店でバイトしてるってのは前に聞いてたからさ。もっと手慣れてるものだと思ってたぜ。
お店持ってる親類って他にもいるの。
Fuck, I don't have a weapon emote. Why would you need a weapon emote?
だからこのお店のおじさんの手伝いをするのは初めてで。
I see. Makes sense. Anyone would be to doing a job they weren't supposed to.
ミオンはこの店手伝いに来ないのか？
お姉ってほら、こういう可愛いの苦手なんで。
You know, Keiichi should have thought of that in the first place. I know what she's trying to
そうだ
say.
な。ミオンってかっこいい系の方が似合うやつだもんな。
I wish more people would say this about me. I'm more suited for cool things. I'm not cute. Like, Jesus Christ. I could say just... Nah. That would be a claw to his throat. His own claw. I just referenced the ending of chapter 1. Anyway.
だからこの店の手伝いはシオンちゃんが来て正解だったと思うぜ。
Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard.
その制服、ミオンなんかには絶対に似合わないと思うけど、シオンちゃんにはよく似合ってると思うしさ。
それって、
Shion, like Reina often does, spaced out and turned bright red.
どういう意味なのかな。
At least for this moment, it felt like the Shion character actually existed. Because there was no way that the Mion I knew would have this side of her. At that moment, we realized that there was more veteran waitress waving at us from across the room.
園崎さん、R 入っちゃっていいですよ。
はい。
And finally returned to her senses. Time to take her. Okay,
じゃ
I
あ、
didn't.
私はこれで噂のケイちゃんと話せて楽しかったです。
ミオンと勘違いしていじめて悪かったな。ミオンには改めて復習すると伝えておいてくれ。
メイドの格好をさせられて表を歩かせられたんですよね。
The devilish laugh and smile. It was actually the same. It was exactly the same as the one I
そう
knew.
だ。たっぷり書かされた恥はきっとお返しすると伝えておいてくれ。
で、それより私、今日いじめられたことお姉にチクりますから。お姉に部活で敵を取られちゃってくださいね。
はははは、上等だぜ。返り討ちにしてやら。
Young laughed with a warm smile, devoid of any remaining nervousness, and had disappeared into the back. I felt like I had a very valuable experience today. That's right. For now, I know the high and mighty Mion has a weak point to panic and get embarrassed about. Keiichi, you're a fucking dunce. But out of all the things, for her to say that she has a twin sister, she didn't say that. She said that she was the younger sister. That's not how twins work. I thought that maybe I should ask Reina tomorrow if she really has a sister. But maybe it's better if I didn't ask. It's a bit mean-spirited. I decided that the person I met today here was Shion, the younger twin sister. So I'll refrain from doing anything that would deny that. Not that we actually made a promise or anything, but that little exchange gave birth to a new rule between me and Mia. Somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was my dad. That was a long trip to the washroom. I just want to see Keiichi get fucking bonked now. By Reina? Probably. It's happened once, it'll probably happen again. He probably came up with a new idea for an art piece that he was sitting on the can. While he was sitting on the can.
ケイチ、そろそろいいか？帰ろう。
Settling the bill, my father had his customer card stamped. It was pretty much filled. Mion or Reina. Most likely Reina. I don't see Mion doing any of that shit. Hell, Mion often gets bonked by Reina, so wouldn't be surprised. Damn, Dad, you're quite the regular
さ
customer.
っきの新米ウェイトレスさんはケイチの知り合いか？
なんだ、物陰から見てたのかよ。
My dad had the oddest sense of tact sometimes.
学校の子かい？ひなみざわの？
うん。俺の友達のミオンってやつの妹なんだよ。学校はひなみ沢じゃなくて、町野に通ってるみたいだね。学校じゃ会ったことないから。
へえ。ひなみざわの子ってみんなケイチと同じ学校に通ってるわけじゃないのか？
Weird, right?
半分くらいらしいよ。半分の生徒は 町の学校まではるばる自転車で登校してるんだってさ。
In this way, the feeling that I was really talking to Shion came to me. What should I say to Mion tomorrow? I met your little sister, something like that? Even with Mion being like that, us having a secret between the two of us made me feel a little happy and a little embarrassed. Title card? Title card? Knew it! I saw that come from a mile away. When they cry. Oh, they'll cry alright. Soon. Does Shion really exist? And an introduction to Angel Mort. Interesting. Okay. I'll go ahead and be right back. I'm gonna get myself a snack and also another drink. In the meantime, Ken, contemplate how Keiichi will get bonked. Alright, be right back. What? Makin, the "you died" screen can't appear. Because if that was the case, we would have seen it at the end of Chapter 1 for Keiichi. I'm a dick. Alright. So we got, is there really a Shion, and an introduction to Angelport.
あ、ミオンさんの家族？
ああ、もっと平たく言えば、あいつに兄弟とかいないのかなって思ってさ。
I told you to tell me how you think it would go, and I meant in a literal sense. It's just simple. I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed or not. And my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Satoko about it. No, there is no jokes on me. The only thing that's on me are my glasses.
どうなんでございましょうね。いるやらいないやら。
She wasn't being all too clear about it. Here's a random story. Yakuza and Higurashi, they are, you know, two game series that I really like. And Shoto Stars, someone who actually got me into said series, is an amazing person. You should go support thine person. I'm gonna @Shoto and tell people to follow her. Because I'm going to! You can't stop me! Ha! How do you like that random story? I tell a story about someone awesome who should be followed. Boom! Can't stop me! Had Satoko never come over to Mion's house to play?
その反応からすると、会ったことがないみたいだな。
ええ、おばあさん以外にはありませんですわ。
As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion is real theory.
そういうのは理科が詳しいですわよ。理科に聞いてごらんなさいですわ。
Oh, I gotta hydrate now? How dare. Hey Jordan, how do you feel that Keiichi's alive? How does that feel? Frist. Why not ask Mion themselves? Well, remember, we're keeping it a secret. That's the whole thing with Keiichi, because Keiichi doesn't know if Shion's actually real or not. Keiichi doesn't know that, I mean, even though it's clearly fucking obvious. But anyways, Shion, like, let's say we're going into perspective of Keiichi. Keiichi genuinely thinks that this Shion is Mion, but what if there's a chance that it actually is Shion? And what if it's a potential plot? Because we know how the club activities work with Mion. We know how clever she is. Asking that just seems like a trap, you know? We can't fall for that shit. Cope harder? What do you mean cope harder? I'm coping very well. Dude, Higurashi can't slow me down. You ain't gonna stop this show. Satsuko waved to Rika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight.
リカ、ミオンさんのご家族のことをご存知ですの？
Rika-chan was surprised at the sudden question.
ミーには家族や親戚がいっぱいいますですから、
そんなにたくさんいるのか。例えばさ、園崎シオンってやつはいるのか？その、聞き間違いかもしれないから、ひょっとすると実在しないかもしれないんだけど。
C ですか？ C はいますですよ。
Huh? That was unexpected. So she is real.
よく似た名前ですのね。
That is true, actually, yeah.
間違えて舌を噛んじゃいそうですわ。ミーの双子の妹さんだと聞いたことがありますですが、あまり会ったことはないのです。
So Rika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hasn't seen her too much.
何年か前に法事の集まりがあった時に会ったような気がしますですよ。
このクラスにいないってことは、学校は沖宮の方に通っているってわけかな。
Out of all the girls, what? Out of all the girls, what? I'll have a very smug face. Well, yeah, it's Satoko. Who else would be befitting of a smug smile other than Mion?
お家も沖宮なのかもしれませんわよ。だってミョンさん自身家族とは別でおばあさんと暮らしてるわけですから。
She didn't live with her parents? That's a bit odd. Was there something between them?
とてもややこしいお家なのです。親類の数が多いらしいですから、きっといろいろと都合があるに違いないのですわ。
For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, still seemed very mysterious.
お、3人揃って何の話だい？おじさんも混ぜてよ。あら、
ミオンさんいいところへ。ミオンさんに双子の妹さんがいるってのは本当でございますの？
Weird that this is a tip and not something that we're going through for the game itself. Ah, Mion, crap.
妹？いるよ。
Why'd you say it like that? Wait, why'd you say it like that? We know you have another... Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face, at a loss. I think she's looking at me.
あら、それは知らなかったですわ。どんな方なのかしら。
Trick? We don't know for certain. What if maybe in this universe of Higurashi, they actually are the same person? Who knows? I mean, we're literally in a universe where Keiichi's alive. Let that sink in for a sec.
ぜひ一度お顔を見てみたいですわね。
会わない方がいいよ。全然可愛くないし、生意気だし、たまに電話で話すくらいで、私もしばらく会ってないし。
Why did it look like she was in such a panic? It's like she's declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, this is pretty funny, so I let it go for a little while longer. Another Mion under the name of Shion. Will I be able to go see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling, as if I had made a new friend, despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. I don't know if this is like they are the same person or not. I know there's stuff where they're obviously different individuals, but maybe in this sense they're actually played off as the same person? I don't know. Alright. Reprinted from the Victorious War Photographer's Guide April issue. Complete Conquest Analysis. Family Restaurant Chapter. Now at last, we come to a blazing hot third day. To Angelmore, a super famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Shishibone city of Okay, English. Game is placing loopholes. Incorrection there. What exactly do most famous stores avoid this? Why exactly do most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? What the fucking word? It can only be because of the I can't read. It can only be because it is a trial given to us by the god of war. What the fuck? It's famous logically for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want expensive desserts, then you could just go to a sweet place or something. What does that mean? What are they saying? We aim not for the sweets, but for the sweet uniforms. The fragrant aroma of sweet wafts from the obligatory waitress's uniforms creating no less than a public torture device. How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the restaurants in the cute uniforms across the country? War photography hunting. Away! What the fuck? The smoking areas are real super... Wait, are the real superpositions? Aim for your chance at them with the tenacity of an octopus. Yesterday, I failed to got seated. Today, I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the corner box in the smoking area. Otaku are overwhelmingly non-smokers, so I'll produce a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. As expected of Ryu, the hunter. He's saying his victory was decided the moment he chose his seat. What the fuck is... In actuality, Ryu used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabara's X and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went early in the afternoon just for a lunch rush. Not only did he find his target seat empty, but he also attained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, closely scoping out his chance for a picture. But as if cursed by that from the day before, the god of war photography did not smile upon him. After suffering successive films firm defeat until 3 p.m., he finds no chances coming his way. After 4 p.m., a man began taking his orders. It looked though as if he had begun seen through. Fuck, I can't read, goddamn. It is a rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in the booth and left my bag on the floor. Perhaps the hidden camera and the bag trick is already old hat? If there were 2-digit EGs involved for sticking here half a day, then I'd have a high encounter rate. I am mortified. Even so, he's still got a few pieces of gold. As to be expected from the hunter, he attained a nice angle despite eliminating his failure. He is an artist. More surprising, though, is the uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having seen approximately half of the total... What the fuck is going on? That thing the day before. The day before, our hunter took on the Shrine Maiden Cuisine X in Nagoya. His hunter spirit showed through too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth, and waited on by a head priest. Despite waiting half a day, the much anticipated Shrine Maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. A seriously huge blunder for the hunter. Now then, here we have the giveaway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We will present one of the passionate readers all three. What the... all you can eat low-angle pictures of the... Oh my fucking god. With such blazing hot pictures, you too can become a war photographer today. What the hell just happened? Okay. Saving here. Let's proceed on forth. I wonder what chapter we'll start seeing all the crazy shit happen. Oh!
いいですか皆さん。
Interesting start, actually.
お料理は真剣にやらないと思わぬ怪我をします。これも授業ですからふざけないでしっかりやってくださいね。
A lazy yeah through the class in response. Half of the school today was going to be home economics class. Why am I stuttering? What the fuck? The plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers, who have left this building to be rented out for by the school. If everybody were making curry in the same pot, it would have been more than of a party-like atmosphere, but this was a school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each of us would be making our own curry, with the results being judged.
いいですか？今でこそカレーライスは手軽で簡単で誰にでも作れるメニューということになっていますが、カレーは本来インドを発祥とする古式ゆかしいちゃんとしたお料理です。日本式にアレンジされたとはいえ、そこには古代インドの英知と文化が込められています。夢そのことをおろそかにしないように。真剣にやらない人は先生が本気で怒りますから、そのつもりで。
Okay, you're a strict ass bitch. That seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatevs.
知恵先生はカレーに命かけてるって噂でしたよ。採点はきっと厳しいですわよ。
家庭科の点数なんか赤点でさえなければ適当でいいんだよ、適当で。
適当なんて言わない方がいいよ。先生、カレーに関しては鬼だから。
なんだよ、そのカレーの鬼って。初耳だぞ。
普段は温厚ないい先生なんだけどね。どういうわけかカレーにだけはうるさいんだよ。そりゃもう熱中的なくらいに。
うん。秘伝のカレーを研究するためにって言って毎年インドに旅行に行ってるって言ってたもんね。風の噂ですとご飯は3食カレーライスで、たまに他のものを食べる時でも必ずカレー味というこだわりぶりらしいですの。
How did we get from like, oh yeah, Shion, she is someone who's like, yeah, sister and all that, and then we proceeded from that to, so here's curry. What the hell do you think is gonna happen? Meanwhile, I'm sitting back just like,
それ変質的というより変態的だぞ。何か悪い宗教にでも入ってるんじゃないのか？だいたいカレーなんてジャンクフードの筆頭じゃねえかよ。3食カレーなんて栄養的にも偏って。
dunk dunk dunk, embedded into the table right by my fingertips, a chef's knife, ladle, and spatula hummed gently as they were still quivered. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was still looking this way, smiling.
ケイちゃん、シー。それ以上言ったら埋葬される。
That's the least of my concerns right now. Saying even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire.
へいへい、しっかり真面目にカレーを作ればいいわけだろ。
でも今日はそう簡単にはいかないのです。みーちゃんが。
It's written all over her face. If the playing field is even and we're being judged, there's no way this won't turn into a competition. Yep, it's a club activity.
わかってるねみんな。より勝負だ！
I fucking knew it. There's no way that Mion would leave such an enticing event alone.
勝敗はどうするでございますの？先生の採点で決めますの？
As if saying, but wait, there's more, the teacher reappeared with the principal in tow.
今日は営林署の皆さんへの感謝のイベントですから、先生だけでなく採点はみんなで行いますよ。
わしと先生と、それから営林署の方5人で採点する。各自健闘を祈るぞ。
Oh shit. It's really going down like this, huh? Even the principal? looking around, it seemed like the interests of everybody in the class have been piqued.
そういうわけ。のんびりしたカレーパーティーなんかには終わらせないよ。
レナ、カレーは得意だよ。今日は負けないよ。私の学年は班で作りますから、リカと一緒なのですわよ。
汚ねえ。リカちゃんは確かかなりの料理上手じゃ。
僕のカレーで美味しくって体がどうにかなっちゃうのです。
What? Like how I got sent shivers down my spine back at the toy store twice, which I don't even know why that happened. I think the game was just teasing me at this fucking point. What about Mion? She doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type was always bad at that kind of thing. But Mion did continue to look unconcerned with the situation.
ケイちゃんが今思ってることを当ててあげるよ。ミオンはきっと料理が下手に違いない。でしょう。
I don't like the way she said that. It couldn't be. Mion couldn't possibly. At this moment, the teacher's whistle sounded.
では皆さん、いいですか？刃物には十分に気をつけてくださいね。はじめ！
The call to arms have sounded. Okay. Club activity. I wonder what the punishment game's gonna be. I don't know. It kind of scares me just thinking about. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna end it right here for now. So far, chapter 2 is going pretty good. It's what I expected from the beginning of a Higurashi chapter. I'm gonna assume that we will soon get to crazy shit later down the line, and I will cry on the inside. I don't know what'll happen first, to be honest. But, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream. As much as I like to raid people and whatnot, I kind of want to just, like, chill out for a bit. So, yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream normally. But thanks for those who did stop by and whatnot. We'll try to continue streaming more of this whenever we can. Next stream I'm either gonna do Yakuza 5 or play some Final Fantasy 14 for fun, whichever comes first. But yeah, y'all take care and I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all.